You're still on Roadkill. We're back in action with our 8-door 71 Chrysler limo. By the way, it's not really a limo, it's an airport car.
Yeah, but asking a girl to prom in your airport car doesn't sound as good as your limo. Hey, baby, you want to go to prom in my airport car?
I got 8 doors, baby. Yeah. It's like opening the Bat Cave here.
Open sesame.
Wow.
Ah, can you smell it from here?
No Roadkill car belongs in a shop this nice. This looks a lot better than the last time we saw it.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't?
No, it doesn't. Look at the roof rack, dude.
Oh, there's a lot of stuff growing in there. Oh, and it stinks.
Yeah, it's funky.
So I will say it again, this is not a limo. It's an airport car, which was a specific thing that existed in the 50s through the mid-70s.
Let's drift this around snow. What makes it not a limo?
What makes it not a limo is that it has 4 rows of seats. Limos don't have that.
There's no partition.
Limo would be a big, nice open area back here with just another set of doors.
You're right. Like,
airport cars were before they had, like, shuttle services at the airport. It's actually disgusting. It's all moldy.
it is.
It stinks.
I want to drive it, but I don't want to be in it.
It smells from here like mold and stank and armpit. It's really bad. What you're looking at here is a 1971 Chrysler Newport airport car that's all stretched out, 4 doors on both sides. The last time you saw this thing was in an episode where we took the T-Bizzle Thunderbird with a blower on it, and we went past Mount Rushmore and we road tripped and we found this thing up in Minnesota. And then between then and now, the pandemic hit. And so unfortunately, we weren't able to make it run and drive ourselves. We hired it out to Matt's Automotive here in Moores Head, Minnesota, and they did a lot to this thing. They had to put a new big block Chrysler in it. It's a 400 cubic inch big block. They had to deal with suspension, brakes. They had to throw a section of sheet metal in the front in order to cover the rust holes this big. But we're gonna have fun because this thing is absurd. And by the way, not factory, an aftermarket company stretched this thing out and probably did it very sketchy. That aftermarket company being Stageway Coaches Incorporated, body by Armbruster in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Sounds like maybe a good destination? We don't know. So we need to drive this thing out of Matt's Automotive, and he said it's got the 5 minutes and 50 feet warranty on it, which I don't blame him for. And we're gonna do some donuts in the snow and hit the road.
I'm not leaving this building until we clean and disinfect this car. Die, spiders, die. Ah, they don't want to move. Ah. Oh my God, dude.
Yuck.
It'll come out.
Ow.
Holy cow, there's no floor there.
Oh, it's heavier than I thought. Ready?
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Ugh, this is the most disgusting dashboard we've ever had.
All right, you ready?
As I'll ever be.
Oh, the steering is very stiff. It's really loud with no floor. Oh, the fumes are really bad.
Oh, that's stinky.
Yeah, these fumes are not good for our health. I don't know why, but I just used the turn signal. Oh boy, turn.
No power steering?
I don't know, it kind of comes and goes. Let's see.
Oh yeah, let's see if we can shove it straight in there.
Ready? Oh yeah, that was very responsible of us.
The engine's already dumping coolant everywhere. Will it Rockford?
Find out.
Not really. Oh. That was a brave move. I approve of it.
We had to find out, you know?
You had to know.
Yeah, the speedo works.
Those are bad fumes.
The steering is very vague. drives like a motorhome. Dude, it is so weird. I looked back in the side mirror and saw 3 door handles. I was tripping for a second.
All right, we're looking for something to plug the giant holes in the floor, right?
Yeah, we need like a rubber bed liner mat. Just lay it right over. Insulate us from everything. Will it fit in 2 spaces?
Yeah, I think so. There we go.
I'm gonna leave the key in it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully someone takes it.
Yeah.
It's been 1.5 miles and even I cannot cope with the exhaust fumes. So watch this. This is pretty genius. We got rubber floor mats and a weighted blanket. So we're gonna cover giant holes in the floor with rubber floor mats.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna work.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Have you seen this floor?
Yeah. There we go. That's much better.
Do you want to weight it down with this dash?
Sure.
There we go.
I just joined the wolf pack.
And the return of homeless Dave.
Woo! Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
Welcome. It's good to see you. This is gonna keep me alive. No shame in my game. Ladies, not available.
Woohoo! Wow, seems better already.
Oh, yeah.
It actually does. It was fuming me out.
The steering is so strange. But you turn the wheel at least 30 degrees before anything happens. So watch this. Ready?
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I saw that. It's
Dude.
like a delayed reaction.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
No evasive maneuvers.
I've never seen that before. That is weird.
So watch, it's gonna go to the right, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start correcting left
Oh.
and nothing happened.
Oh, death. That's pure death.
Welcome to Fargo, we're back.
Let's feed this thing through the wood chipper. I'm sure they're tired of that joke here. All right, so there's a roundabout, go straight.
I don't know if we're gonna make it if I go straight. All right, good luck everybody. We're coming.
Made it.
The steering reminds me a lot of the Hornet.
Nice!
Sketchy.
That looks like the worst steering I've ever seen. Maybe if you should just let your hands off the wheel and it'll be fine.
You ready?
It'll find its own center. Not really. Okay, we're dead.
Whoa, whoa.
Ah,
That's no fair.
oh, this is pretty good.
I believe you.
Somehow sleeping in the car is no big deal, but riding blindfolded is like a new level of trust.
Never done a donut in a limo before.
Remember, it's 24 feet long.
Donut limo.
It doesn't have that big slow swing that I'd hoped for. We need an icier lot.
Oh, I have no steering now.
Oh, you have no power steering?
I think I lost the belt. I'm gonna pull over.
Sure. So you think it threw the belt?
It's got it. As soon as the donut was over.
Whoa, dude. Ah. That belt's gone. Finnegan, tell them about the consequences of your crime.
We lost the power steering belt, but we also just discovered the steering pretty much is non-existent. Had a lot of play in the wheel, and now we know why. The rag joint, it's missing the rag part.
We'll fix it elsewhere. we're parked here in this massive chain store, very inconspicuous with our airport car here. 24 feet of pure violence. You ready to just throw that belt back on there in GTFO?
Yes.
Yeah.
The quicker, the better. Here it comes.
What?
The disappointment.
Wait, why is first of all, there's metric in it, so that's a fail.
It's a metric world we're living in now, bro.
Here's the thing, if you cannot find your 10mm socket, you're working on the wrong car. That would loosen that, and it didn't. I have no idea how to use a tool set. All right, so it's as in as it gets is the problem. Now it's your turn to put the belt on. Right there. Okay, let me hold this up. Okay.
I feel like Superman. She's fixed.
All right.
This wolf pack's ready to go.
All right, this is gonna be my first experience. I'm not sure it's gonna do a burnout.
Oh, she's very peppy.
I feel like those people driving in old-time movies. So far, we made it from Fargo, Moorhead to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I thought South was supposed to be warmer. It's still 15.
That's better than 14. That's what it was yesterday.
Yeah, we're picking up a degree at a time. Roadkill increments.
Counts as warm. Oh, sorry. It was accidental. Remember that time we drove cross country in June?
It was warm.
It was warm.
I had shorts and sandals. Remember that time we were in Alaska and it was sub-zero?
I try to forget about that time.
We're good.
I have fond memories of the bison.
This thing doesn't want to start, though, when it's cold, so I got the starting sauce here.
I'll get the key.
You got the key.
You work the throttle, because I'm not putting my butt on the frozen vinyl.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
Runs great.
That sounds like 3.5.
That's all it needs. So let me choke it a bit. There you go, much better. See that? That's the choking technique. Make it run richer, less air, more fuel. Runs better. See? Purrs like a kitten.
Let's go to Nebraska.
We're going to Lincoln, Nebraska, we hope. All right, we got our hand warmers fired up. We got our blankets in action.
It's gonna be a good day.
Can't feel my fingers already.
We can make it to Lincoln by tonight. Then we can go see that museum tomorrow.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning. That'd be cool.
The front of the car will make it to Lincoln tonight. The back, maybe not. Day one, before we drove this thing 2 blocks, I noticed it had a big coolant leak, and we ignored it, and now we got steam pouring out. Where's it coming from?
Well, I don't want to put my face there, but it's the back of the engine.
So leaking from the back like this, it's either a head gasket or we got a leaky freeze plug. If we head back north where it's 17 degrees again, this probably stops.
You'll be alone in that journey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a bad problem. I did that to you in the Suburban episode when we were driving Blasphemy up to Oregon. You
right.
freaked. Flashback to that. It's actually good footage. So go ahead and pop that.
At least I didn't scream.
Okay, get all the K-Seal we have and some coolant.
This has been proven time and time again on this show.
I got the coolant.
Is this frozen? I think this froze.
Is this actually frozen?
Yeah, totally frozen.
No way. The K-Seal is frozen. Look at the ice in the top of the lid. Look at it like going. I don't think we can follow the directions here because you can't really shake up the K-Seal when it's frozen solid.
Ah, this one's pretty good right here.
Ooh, So we case sealed that Camaro that we got in Texas. Head gasket in the can?
It's magical. Head gasket repair.
And that was miraculous. It saved the whole trip. We case sealed Dulcich's satellite when he cracked a cylinder wall from revving it to 7,000 RPM. Look at that. It's not even steaming anymore. Yeah. And I thought we were done, but no, we're ready to go again. That's bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's pouring out. We discovered that there is no amount of case seal that is going to solve the problem of the core plug on the back of the cylinder head dumping water out as fast as we can pour it in.
Yeah.
What's our plan?
Ditch the car over there, where it's less likely to be impounded or towed.
Okay.
Then, yeah, we'll fix it tomorrow.
I'm going to leave a note on the car that explains that we're going to come get it so that if somebody does want to take it from us, we don't lose it. But meanwhile, I will also leave the title sitting right here on the dashboard. The car will be parked right there.
Bye-bye, car.
Title, right there.
I feel better.
I don't, it's still here.
It's nice cold today, though. Oh, dude, it leaked everywhere. I'm glad we got more coolant, because I'm pretty sure most of it's on the ground.
I'm in a coma. I'm afraid you're gonna have to do this.
I'll do it. I feel good.
Really?
Let's just push it forward out of the wet spot.
So the challenge was, if I can actually push it, then you'll do the work?
I'll do all the work.
If I can push it.
Yes. Oh, you're really doing it. Look at you. The internet is wrong. You're not 78 years old, and if you are, good on you. All right, but I don't want it in the gravel. Go to the smooth part. I don't have a brush. No broom. I feel bad. I'll help. You're nearly there. 1 feet. Yeah, that'll work. Time to fix the airport limo. As you might recall, she sprung a leak right out the back of the cylinder head. My first attack is to clean the area. Note, I'm not using brake parts cleaner because a lot of them have chlorine in it. And if you superheat that, that results usually in phosgene poisoning, attacks your nervous system, you die, it sucks. So hand sanitizer, that's what I'll be using today. But I'm gonna combo that with another 3-pronged attack, 3 different bristle brushes. I'm gonna alternate between gold, silver, and back to gold. This one is better because it's bigger. I need to heat the area. Well, it's cold and stuff take longer to dry. So I'm gonna make it hotter with this. This is a propane torch. I'll start at the bottom, circling all the way around, focusing the heat. Over here is your basic silicone gasket sealer. This might do the job. I'm not totally convinced it will. I have these, which are JB Weld. It's kind of a 2-part epoxy deal. You mix it together. This one is for marine environments. It's called water weld. This one here, it's military grade. So this might be our winner. I don't know. We'll just see how we feel when we get to that part. That multi-prong attack will cure this. We will get on the road to wherever it is we're going that we haven't told you because, well, we don't want to fail.
Mike can't get under the car to see up at the freeze plug, and so we don't have a jack or jack stands, of course. We did find a perfect wedge-shaped block that I'm gonna drive up onto.
Perfect. I'm flying blind here. I really don't even know if I'm brushing the correct area because I can't see it.
Can you feel the freeze plug from where you're standing?
Yeah, it's going into a divot that I hope is the freeze plug.
Yeah. Can you see a hole in the freeze plug?
Well, no, it's dark. There's not enough light. Maybe if you move the light, I can see it. Yeah. That freeze plug is not popped out.
I would expect it to be rusted in the middle, not popped out. What I can feel by sticking my finger in that freeze plug is that it's rusted from the inside out, and there's like a crack right in the middle of it that's giving us our spritz. So I guess hand cleaner is gonna be the option here. Clean it up more, and we're gonna mix a 2-part epoxy like JB Weld and just cover in the whole freeze plug. And then probably leave the radiator cap off anyway.
All right, we are ready to secure the engine and stop the leak once and for all. We decided after reading the packages here of our sealants that we didn't need to heat the cylinder head at all. So at that point, we brought out our brake parts cleaner, which does have chlorine in it, and you don't want to superheat it. Dave's finishing cleaning the plug right now. I'm gonna tell you why we chose what we chose to seal this. This is the new hotness, JB Weld Water Weld. You can apply this underwater. It hardens in like 15 to 25 minutes. It's fully cured in an hour underwater, and you can sand it, you can file it, you can drill it, you can tap it. This is what we'll be using as soon as he's done wiping the cylinder head off.
Done.
We'll be using this right now. I'm pretty sure that is one uniform color, so I will now apply it to the cylinder head, and then we'll go to lunch while this cures. I can no longer see the freeze plug or the cavity in the cylinder head. I feel good about this. As long as it sticks to the cavity really well, our leak should be repaired. That stuff is legit.
Mike crammed that freeze plug all full of JB Weld. We've been sitting around for an hour waiting for it to like dry and get super hard, and unfortunately it's not. What we're gonna try and do is fire up the engine here with no water in it at all to get some heat in the cylinder head, crack the block, and then secure that epoxy in there. Fart up. Ooh, runs good. Wow, that went much better than expected.
Is it leaking?
No, but there's no water in it.
Well, good. Then it's 50% good.
It doesn't leak with no water. We're in the right direction.
Right. It's better than it was.
Getting a little warm. Oh, that's full. It's not leaking. Okay, not leaking. It is smoking profusely, so I think we're good.
Okay, good.
I noticed that this radiator cap says R18, which I think means 18 pounds.
That's pretty high.
I'm leaving it loose. Are you good with that?
Sure. Yeah, there's only one proper way to test this thing out.
I'm aware of that.
Rockford.
I've been on this show for 10 years.
Not exactly a Rockford. All right, well, that was fun.
Oh, lame! Most boring roadkill car ever.
Oh, we got screech.
So for the record, we're now on our way to Lincoln, Nebraska.
We can do it.
So did you look underneath this thing while we were working on it?
No, I looked up at the motor, assessed the problem with the leak, ignored the chassis because I didn't want to be afraid, and just worked on that.
Yeah, avert your gaze, because it's bad. The drive shaft is nonetheless very, very long. And the company that made the 8-door, they just put on like 2x4 tubing between the front frame and the rear subframe and called it good.
No fish plates or gussets?
No. I think it's gonna live. We're gonna make it.
I do too.
Oh, perfect. They had custom parking just for us next to the sprint car. Okay. Oh, is it bad that 35 feels warm? Woo! But we made it.
Yeah, we did.
We're at the Museum of American Speed in Lincoln, Nebraska.
This
Ready?
is gonna be awesome. Because they got a heater in there and cars.
This is gonna be like vacation time for us for a little while. I've been here before because this whole thing is the brainchild of a guy I knew and his wife, Speedy Bill Smith and his wife Joyce, who also founded Speedway Motors in 1952, which is still in business. It's still a massive mail order company, and it's still right here. Speedy Bill had the vision to collect all of this racing stuff. There's a lot of engine things here. There's a lot of things that will connect back to my history as the editor of Carcraft, Hot Rod, and Rod and Custom magazine. So I'll be looking for that stuff, as well as just enjoying all of the background that represents the history of our hobby.
really cool thing about A.J. Watson's shop is you walk in there, and it was like 6 times this size, right? So he had these types of pictures. All this stuff was stapled to the wall exactly the way he left it, all around the whole entire shop. Yeah. And this was kind of the corner of his shop where he did a lot of his, you know, major fabrication. So he'd lay out the chassis here and start doing all the body work in this corner. So that was kind of the corner we honed in on for replicating.
These are all tether car racers. You basically have a circle track, a pole in the middle, a car that's tied on a rope, and you fire them up, and they go in a circle really, really, really fast.
Nitromethane, and you know, back in World War II, when there were fuel rations and people couldn't race regular-sized cars, they'd turn to these, and this was a serious hobby.
These two right here, actually built by Roy Richter, who is a guy who owned Bell Auto Parts, which is Bell helmets and all sorts of speed equipment.
Traeger
including
wheels.
Traeger wheels and Scott blowers.
Yeah, Scott superchargers, yeah, a legend. I mean, a legend in hot rodding and early speed parts.
And playing around with tether cars. This stuff is just way cool. Here's something fairly simple that we thought that we would show you. This is a cutaway of a Chrysler 392 Hemi engine. What is a Hemi? A Hemi is an engine that has combustion chambers that are a hemisphere. Think of half the Earth. Cut it at the equator and you get one hemisphere. It's half a ball. That is the shape of the combustion chamber nearly. Typically on a Hemi, you would also expect to see cross-flow intake and exhaust valves. So here's how an engine actually runs. Air comes in through the injector, through the supercharger, gets compressed. This is the intake port. So watch, when I rotate it, you're gonna see the piston start to move down on the intake stroke. The intake valve will open. It's drawing in the air-fuel charge. Now it is compressing it with both the valves closed. Then the spark plug fires. Now we're on the power stroke. The expansion of the gas is combusting. Shove the piston down, imparting power to the crankshaft. Now the exhaust valve opens and pushes it up, shoving all the smoke, the exhaust fumes, out.
This is incredible. What do you do when the cap and rotor burns out on this thing, man?
You buy a supper plate and you drill holes in.
I mean, this is cool, man.
Yeah, what a monster.
Imagine how heavy it is, because that's cast iron.
Yeah, the whole thing's cast iron. The thing is, how did he make his own crankshaft and cam? Because it's not coupled, it's all one.
This doesn't look like it's welded together unless he went
It's
great
not,
lengths to disguise it. Like,
most people think that, you know, they just sawed 2 engines and welded them. It's way more complicated than that. He had like sectioned the block out of like 5 different blocks to try to make all the water passages right. Just crazy.
that's a lot of work.
But, you know, hey, if you've got a dream, make it happen, right?
Everything in the museum has been incredibly amazing, and I'm just mind blown at all the stuff that I remember from magazines as a kid and from the history of the sport and everything. Wow. So again, you could spend all day just looking at this stuff.
Oh, you're not kidding.
One of the things about this museum is you realize that everybody was roadkill way back to the beginning of time when it comes to internal combustion. Guys engineering stuff in their head, making it happen, and this hits home for me because this is a Jeep Go Devil 134. This would have been a regular old flathead inline 4-cylinder like you'd find in those flat fender Jeeps that I love so much, but it's been converted to an overhead, and the guys here at the museum don't even know like what the origin of it was. They found it, they put it together so that you can witness it, but who knows? Did someone make this themselves in their garage somewhere, or was this actually manufactured? I'm just not sure. But if you come here to the museum, watch for it because the roadkill is everywhere.
All right.
That's
Thanks,
it.
fellas.
Thanks
Appreciate
again.
it.
See ya.
That was incredible.
That was awesome.
I have to come back because I didn't see all of it.
The only answer is to spend a week there.
Totally
This
worth it.
museum is incredible. I highly recommend it if you're anywhere near Omaha or Lincoln. But we have one more stop. The show's not over yet. If this thing makes it to our next location. Victory. Did that museum put you in the racing mood?
I really did. We'll get there eventually. Not warmed up yet.
Gets cold quick here.
You got this. You got this. Say something nice to it.
You're not as moldy as you used to be.
There we go. Told you. That works. It's got pretty good.
Yay! And we're off. I'm getting pretty good with this steering. I found the key is that when you need to turn, you just throw the wheel.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
I feel like I've mastered it, but the real test will be, can I manipulate that wheel around a banked dirt oval? That's right, we're going dirt oval racing right now.
So basically, we were going all the way to Oklahoma City to do fun things with friends, and then Google said there's a speedway in town. And then we noticed that we have a car that is just built for the dirt oval.
Built for speed.
So that's what we're doing. We're on our way to Eagle Raceway.
You know, the first time I saw this in Fargo, I went, I wonder how that would work on a banked dirt oval.
Like this one?
And here we are.
Oh, we're dead.
Oh boy.
Whoa!
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
I tell you what, never let it be said that we don't listen to our fans, because you spoke, we heard you loud and clear. This limo deserves to be on dirt. Better yet, a banked dirt oval racetrack like this one.
The audience continues to challenge us, and we continue to answer those challenges.
Yes.
You gonna answer it first, or am I gonna answer it first?
I actually want to watch, I gotta be honest.
Oh, yeah?
I do.
So I'm up?
Don't break it. I'll stand on the infield. You get 4 laps, 1 warm-up, 2 hots, 1 cool down.
This particular episode needs more content, so let's just go directly to the flashback of the last time that I drove a dirt oval on Roadkill. Oh, no! Well, that was not keeping it off the wall.
Oh, this is way safer than that. That race car was really old.
And now that we're done with that flashback, let's go ahead and have a look at a simple scene from Faster with Finnegan about what he does on a dirt oval. Oh!
I'm good. Sorry about that. That race car was also really old.
So that's a preview of coming attractions. Here we go. He's gonna time it, I'm gonna drive it. Here we go. Okay, I've got 8 doors, a 20-foot wheelbase, a 2-barrel with no power. Ooh, I can actually fling it a little bit here.
It's so majestic looking as it goes around here.
Oh, yeah.
And go. All right, here comes lap number 1. Oh, look at that, hanging it out there all the way through turn 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it doesn't have enough power to carry it. No seatbelt's a significant problem.
Lap, boom, all right. That was a 25.14 second lap. Oh, he's getting aggressive now.
Oh, this is a mess. Oh, did I throw a tire? Something feels weird.
Did he break it? No, you can't have broken it already. I haven't gone.
Yeah, something went wrong.
Oh, he blew a tire.
Did I blow a tire
You
off it?
peeled the tire off the rim.
Ah, that's what I thought.
It's on the rim. It just popped, dude. That's weird.
I can break anything.
And I know this is gonna sound a lot like a or lose the shot moment, but we lose the track in an hour. We can't.
We do.
I mean, we don't have a spare, right? Like, that's it.
Well, I dove the thing into the turn up here, and that right front tire just dug into the dirt because the thing weighs so much and the dirt's so thick. We were hoping we could pop it back on the bead with the can of air, but looks like there's a hole on the inside.
Well, that was short-lived.
That limits our options here. You want to do some laps on 3 tires?
Okay.
Okay. Mike Finnegan, freestyle. So he's gonna go out on the flat tire and see what kind of fun he can have in this thing. It is Roadkill with more doors and less floors.
Here we go. Oh, it pulls to the right immediately. All right, limo.
Oh man, that thing looks ridiculous. You know, this car is actually more hilarious than I've given it credit for.
It doesn't want to turn very well.
He said I ran 25.5 seconds. He is going faster than I was right now. He's also not sliding it. 28.5, 3 seconds slower when he's down, handicapped by 1 tire. Oh, he's hauling now. I hope he's having fun. Ooh, he might be faster this time. 23, 24, 25, that tire's coming apart hard.
Uh-oh, I think I lost my tire.
He's really pushing it. I have a feeling he wants to kill the motor.
Whoa!
27.8.
I gotta stop. The engine is so not happy. That does not breathe good.
27.8 was your best.
That was all she had.
You were handicapped.
I was handy capable. I felt good about that.
It was fun. Let's look at this tire.
New sport, limo racing on 3 wheels.
When you got 8 doors, you only need 3 tires. You just don't care. So we're gonna keep on going. Finnegan once again, laying it down on bare rim. Ooh, burnout. Oh, he runs over his own tire. And the doors fly open. Let's see what he does. Ooh, sliding it a little bit. Oh, I needed a wider lens. The thing's 24 feet long.
Uh-oh. I broke the gas pedal. Didn't see that coming.
He's coasting to a stop. It's still running. We might be done here.
We're stuck.
What did you do?
I broke the gas pedal.
This is not a failure. There is no throttle cable. It's gone.
Let's recap. Open sesame. We went to Fargo, where it was very cold. We got an airport limo, not a limousine. Road tripped it here, killed a freeze plug. Then we got here to the dirt track after seeing a really cool museum, yeah. Popped a tire, broke the throttle cable. The car's not dead. I say we keep it.
Oh, absolutely.
There's more fun to be had with this. You take the boring car, you move it to a different place, you have more fun. Clearly, the dirt track was where this thing belonged its whole life.
Boring is as boring does.
Indeed. We'll see you next time on Roadkill.
I don't know if I told you, you do have 400 Chrysler 2-barrel power.
That excites me. A column shift and a positive attitude. We can make this happen. We can spin a donut in the limo and probably get it impounded. I've got hand warmers under my butt cheeks. I've got a wolf blanket surrounding my feet. I've got 400 Chrysler 2-barrel horsepower. I'm ready.
Ready to rock and roll. This time on Roadkill, you will not believe the action. We drive a Toyota pickup that made that much smoke all the way down to this, the incredible Freedom Factory. This is the greatest event ever conceived. Woo! Roadkill is happening. Finnegan and I got invited to the 2.4 hours of La Mullets, which is a Cletus McFarland event that's happening down Bradenton, Florida.
What's up, guys? I'm Cletus McFarland, and we're out here at my racetrack in Bradenton, Florida, the Freedom Factory. We are having a 21 Crown Victoria oval track battle between 42 professional drivers, and we got Freiburger and Finnegan, which is super exciting, and they're gonna be racing one of these beautiful retired P71 Police Interceptor Crown Vics that have 10-pound nitrous bottle in the trunk, a roll cage, harnesses, and a lot of freedom.
Right now, we are nearby Finnegan's house in Georgia, and we are directly at Dave Newbern's house in Georgia, and we're about to discover a truck that we're gonna be driving from here to there. So, let's go check that out.
What's happening?
Hi, fellers.
How's it going?
Doing good. How are you?
Good to see you. Maybe not so good to see this.
I love
come
this.
on.
What do you mean? This mini truck has a racing pedigree. It has competed in the Roadkill Zip Tie Drags $3,000 Hoopty Challenge. The owner called up David Newbern one day and said, I have this amazing mini truck. What do you guys want to do with it? Newbern and I robbed the LS that came with it for his attempted murder Nova, and then the truck has basically just sat around, waiting for, I guess, Freiburger and I to road trip it to Florida. And this is our transportation. We're gonna get there, dodge a hurricane, win the race, and then celebrate a lot.
Look how straight it is.
So it's a mini
Is
truck.
it like a 74?
You got it. 74. Yep.
Toyota.
Toyota Hilux.
Man, it's actually kind of mint.
Yeah.
It's not trashed.
Interior, windows. This is already better than I expected.
Calm it down a little bit.
I thought I was gonna get wet for a few days.
Let's get him happy.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Let's open the hood, and you'll like this.
All right, small block Chevy.
Yeah.
Do we have any idea what it is?
No clue.
No, it doesn't run good either.
It looks pretty fresh. I mean, freshly spray painted.
This is Newbern's pride and joy.
And now we're gonna ruin it for you.
Well, we're gonna road trip it. I don't know if we're gonna ruin it.
Is it a turbo 350?
It is.
3 gears?
Yep.
What rear end?
8.8 out of a Mustang.
Oh, good.
Which
this
is good.
isn't bad.
No, it's really not. I love it.
I'm not bad with it.
And I promise we won't wreck it, Dave. All right, so we'll jack it up, put the street tires on, throw the slicks in back just in case, because you never know.
Yeah.
There may be a party, and drive to Florida.
Agree.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's not good.
What?
The wheel's moving separate from the drum.
I have a fix for this.
You got a spacer for
I
us?
do.
Might need 2. The other one might be a problem. So we've encountered our first hiccup here. You can move the wheel without moving the brake drum. And oddly enough, the studs are moving with the wheel. So the center bore of this wheel is stuck right here on the register. And so the solution is either bore this out, which we're not gonna do, or put a 1/4-inch thick wheel spacer on here. And then that should tighten everything up.
It says Explorer right on the axle flange. So this thing came from a Ford Explorer, the 8.8 rear end with 373s. It's a common swap.
I think it has a spool in it.
This is fixed. We'll go to the other side, put a spacer there, put that back on, and drive to Florida.
I'd like to think the guys would do me a favor and give me some upgrades while they're on their little trip, but knowing them, it's probably going to come back more crappy than it is right now. I hope not. I just hope it comes back in one piece, but good luck.
I'm Florida ready, man. Check it out.
Nice.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
I will bring it back.
Take care of my baby, okay?
Well, we'll bring it back.
Your truck don't sound too good.
Runs fine. Okay, we're out of here. Florida bound.
Oh, it's going forward.
Reminds me of Maserati.
R.I.P.
I'm good with it.
And we're off. The back of the truck's kind of high.
It does. It feels like I'm falling forward.
Yeah, so we're going like 32 miles an hour, and I think this is 2,500 RPM or thereabouts.
373s and little short tires,
Yeah.
but you have no tax, so what you don't know can't hurt you.
Yeah, it's really not a problem.
How come you haven't done a burnout yet?
You're right. I mean,
Whoa!
how can we accurately judge the merit of the vehicle without Is that blue smoke?
Oh, do we have smoke already?
Yeah. I haven't even done a burnout yet. Look behind us.
Oh, yeah. That's smoking pretty good.
Okay. It's mildly spunky.
That's weak.
Oh, yeah, the burnouts suck. The brakes won't hold it. But for a small block on not all cylinders, it was spirited.
I checked the dipstick, it was like a quart low, so I went to fill it up. I pulled the breather off for crankcase ventilation, and
Oh no. It's a little hard to ventilate when there's no hole.
it's not breathing.
I'm sure internally everything is fine.
Our problem is this thing is smoking really bad going down the road, and we thought it was a leak, but it seems to be coming from the exhaust, so we're gonna let it go.
Is this the part where we now develop an oil leak that we didn't have before?
Probably. How'd you know?
Massive amount of blow-by and now having a direct shot into the breather.
Problem 1 solved. I feel like we're back to road killing, dude.
Good catch, Freiburger. That's the key to us getting to Florida. And we're up. Still smoking. Maybe it'll get better.
Bradenton, Florida. My Google map says tropical storm delay.
At least they're calling it a tropical storm and not what it actually is, a hurricane.
541 miles, 7 hours, 45 minutes.
Ah, we got this.
Look at the smoke. It's pouring out from between the bed and the cab.
That's custom. You can't get that on just any truck.
Does the exhaust end right there?
Yes,
Great.
it's just 2 pieces of pipe right under the seats. Oh, wow. Look at the smoke now, dude.
Oh, dude. I didn't realize that. Oh, man, this thing's brutal. Floor it. That's the engine. That's definitely the engine. Oh, it's rich, too. Remember when the dipstick tube fell out of the General Mayhem?
Yeah.
That's what this is like.
Yeah.
Look behind us, dude.
Dude, have you ever seen that Cheech and Chong movie?
I'm thinking we should pull over.
Yeah, maybe. Oh my God. This is going well. I feel good about this. We're gonna make it. But it's not smoking.
It's literally not smoking because it's out of oil. It has 0 oil pressure, dude.
No. I'm getting off. Oh my God.
I think you should coast it in. It's gonna spin a bearing. I'd shut it off.
It's not making any noise. That's good news.
Dude. Oh, man. This is so bad. We're cruising down the road, and Finnegan goes, hey, it's not smoking anymore. And I look down at the oil pressure gauge, and it's 0. It's not smoking because it has no oil. How did it not blow up with us driving with no oil?
It really didn't make any noise.
It wants to go to the 2.4 hours of La Mullet.
All right, you ready for this?
No oil.
Yeah, there's no
0.
oil. There's no oil.
It burned all the oil, and it was full from the last gas stop.
Let's put up. All right, I got it. I got it.
I have 2 quarts with us, which I think will get us across the street to buy some oil.
If we drive slow enough, maybe.
There it goes, see? 25 pounds of oil pressure. We ran it dry.
That is bad. That sounds great now. It might even be fixed.
Burns a quart every, what, 4 miles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's gas it up, find out how much gas we burn, then we can say how much gas and oil we use.
That's a good idea. Oil, MPG, and fuel MPG coming up.
Dude, we only went 38 miles and ran it out of oil.
I know. It gets 9.5 miles per quart of oil.
Oh, wait, okay, hold on. 500 miles to go divided by 9.5. We're gonna need 52 quarts of oil to get there.
52 quarts of oil?
Yeah.
But here's the good news. It's gonna take us 34 gallons of gas to get there and 13 gallons of oil.
Yeah.
Guess we need to hit the parts store and stock up on some oil.
got lots of oil pressures now.
Yeah, it does.
All the PSI. A little squeaky.
That's what I was thinking.
We're not that far. We could go back to New Bern's and get a different car.
Okay, if a bearing was super unhappy, it wouldn't have 55 pounds of oil pressure right now, but that doesn't mean that the cam isn't going flat.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine. It's not like we drove it down the highway for several minutes with 0 oil in the crankcase.
At 4,000 RPM. I hear something ticking.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Yeah.
That didn't happen before.
No, that's a new noise.
That's bad.
Yeah.
But it does sound like top end, not bottom end.
She's not happy.
But we got enough oil to get us to Florida, theoretically.
This is what $300 in oil looks like.
Yeah.
52 quarts.
First thing we need to do is take those valve covers off and see what's clacking. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, those all look okay. Better look at the other side. This is making a clattering noise.
Yeah, it got louder
Yeah.
during that short drive from the side of the road to the gas station.
Ruh-roh.
Hey now.
Okay, that one is obviously bad. Seems like the others are okay. This nut is different than all of the rest of them. See how it's got this raised part? All the rest do not.
Oh yeah, that's not stock.
This rocker arm nut I can spin with my finger. They might have a rocker arm nut. Or we can stake this one.
Yes, that's bent.
Is that
Hey, you can
bent?
see it from here.
It's a little bent. Not bad. Well, here's the problem. This is the nut that holds the rocker arm onto its stud, and it was just finger tight and backed all the way off. We can get a new nut from the parts store. There's no way that's happening. We can stake this one a little bit and throw it on the stud, or we can call New Bern and have him bring us a new nut, which is probably what's gonna happen. Ooh, we ate Mexican food. New Bern brought us a bucket, and it's dark and it's raining.
Sure, it'll be fine.
Can we disable the ignition? And then we need exhaust opening. Finnegan's bumping it over so that I can find the base circle of this cam lobe so that I can adjust the rocker once I get it on. Go. Okay, that's actually it. Tick it just a little. Okay, that's it. Why does that look way too high? I need to push, there we go. I had to push the lifter down, it was stuck up. Probably in the varnish and stuff. Okay.
I got a good feeling about this. I don't know that the camshaft is gonna last the whole trip, but I feel like the smoke will be gone.
Okay, should run better than ever. Fired up. Runs way better, still smoking super bad.
I bet it doesn't burn out now.
Headlights? Yes. Day just keeps getting better and better. But will it do a burnout? Has more cylinders. Oh yeah. Not really. There we go. Woohoo!
Ah, dude.
Bradenton, Florida, hang a right.
The bar for me is set so low.
It's pretty low.
I'm rarely disappointed. Yeah, it does sound better now.
Yeah, it does, way.
And it's smoother.
Is the smoke fixed or is it just dark?
It's dark, and the smoke has got to be fixed.
Okay, here we go. 500 miles, Florida. Here we come. That was a fairly roadkill day. The truck itself ends up being way better than you would expect as far as driving straight down the road, not rattling, being kind of quiet, steering straight, stopping straight, all that kind of thing. The engine is still garbage. And now, because we're behind schedule, we're gonna have to drive 230 miles a day in order to get there in time. Right now it's Wednesday, we gotta be there Friday night. I'm checking in. Good morning, little six-cylindered buddy.
It's about to become 7.5, maybe even 8.
Yeah, we're gonna throw spark plugs in this thing because they've gotta be destroyed.
I can't wait to look at this one. I bet it's just completely caked like the Jaguar.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when the Jaguar, we were changing plugs every 30 miles?
But this engine's gonna be fixed with plugs.
Oh, it's gonna do burnouts with ease from now on. The rest of this trip. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It's definitely dead. I thought it would be worse.
I did too.
It's just so much easier to do when they're cold. I'm thankful we waited overnight to change them.
You know what, just for grins.
How's she look? Oh,
It says full here, but
we are gonna need all 52 quarts to get to
it's
Florida.
all gone again.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, found it. There she is. I thought this would be the one with the rocker arm
Me too.
falling off, but this is the cylinder that's completely wasted.
What cylinder was that?
Number 8. Are we gonna win, Dave?
No.
Who's the first person you're gonna pit maneuver during the race?
Alex Taylor.
All right.
I'm a jerk.
All right, Freiburger says, Alex Taylor, you're going down. He said that. All right, good luck. Let's go to Florida, or another 30 miles and refill the crankcase with fresh oil.
I think the firing order's wrong.
I did one at a time on my side.
It's good enough. Oh, it's smoking. Look at that.
It's actually worse.
How is that possible?
It is worse.
That is way worse.
We are gonna need all 52 quarts.
I'm not even doing a burnout.
Oh my goodness.
That is the worst thing I've ever seen.
No. Oh, don't break the trans, dude. You don't have time for that. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, it runs good now.
I think it needed to warm up.
This thing's a turd.
Dude, it ain't smoking.
It's not. Well, yeah, it is a little.
It's running better now, too.
Way.
Aha, we're gonna make it. Oh, yeah. We're humming right along now.
Yeah. Maybe that's the key, is you gotta get the RPMs up to make the rings, like, not have time to leak.
Changing the spark plugs and putting the rocker arm back on was a good move, I think. Much happier. We got 14 volts, 53 pounds of oil pressures. Temperatures, great. We only got 150 temperatures. We're fine.
It is smoking pretty good.
Well, that just means there's still oil in it. We're fine. Drive casual. There's a cop right here.
Yeah. When I get pulled over for excessive smoke, I'll just tell him, hey, it's only the first 30 miles, then we're good.
Yeah.
I'll just tell him I'm Bond, James Bond.
Yeah, and if he doesn't act right, you'll deploy your oil slick
Yeah.
in addition to your smoke screen.
Runs good. We're cruising like 75 miles an hour, but the oil pressure's starting to go down.
Seems pretty consistent. Every 27 miles, put in 4 more quarts. We are just about through our first case of engine oil if you don't count the 3 or 4 we put in yesterday. Okay, we're ready. 27 more to go. Day 2 of our trip, and we are now officially cracking open the second case of motor oil. That's right. Today alone, we have gone through 13 quarts of motor oil. I can't tell if that's tire smoke or motor smoke. So we put in 20 quarts of oil to go 180 miles. That's 9 quarts per mile.
Okay, Roadkill watchers, we've got a challenge for you. Can you do worse than 9.5 MPQ? You gotta burn it, no leaking, that's cheating. Leaking's a given. It's gotta go straight to the burn.
We're not leaking a drop. Look under this. She's clean as a whistle. Like, as far as small blocks go, look at the front.
I know.
It's not weeping anywhere.
I know, it's actually really good.
All the magic is happening inside the engine. Driving along the highway, smoking like a chimney, like we always do, and there's a cop, and next thing you know, he pulled me over.
Pulled us over.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got a warning. He said we should put a clamp on the exhaust.
He did say that.
But they were very cool.
It was good timing because we're legit out of oil again. There's nothing in there. 21, 22, that'll be 23 quarts for the day.
That is all engine smoke. Oh, and that's a broken axle. Perfect. That was all engine smoke.
And some dirt. We're nowhere near Bradenton where the race is, but we're almost to the state line, I think.
New goal, make it out of Georgia without getting arrested.
I'm getting paranoid about it. Like, I keep waiting to get pulled over.
Yeah.
1 mile to go. Florida Information Center.
We made it.
Woo! There it is. Welcome to Florida.
Florida. And we're still free men. Now we've been pulled over twice in 15 minutes for excessive smoke, which is fair. And we ran out of gas as soon as the officer pulled us over. And then right there, the highway safety guy got us. So between that and some actual sense of responsibility for the oil smoke, we might be done with the Toyota. We're gonna get down to the next exit, cut over to a smaller highway with less ossifers, and head on down probably to Lake City or Gainesville.
Uh-oh. The smoke is so bad, people are getting out of our lane.
Yeah.
All I can think about at the moment is a Crown Vic with a button that controls nitrous oxide. That's what I'm looking forward to. It's the day before the race, and truth be told, we didn't drive all the way to Gainesville because as soon as we crossed the border from Georgia into Florida, suddenly officers of the law started to care about the smoke screen. And so I texted my friend Kevin here, who owns KSR Performance Fabrication here in Gainesville, Florida. We towed the truck here because we got pulled over twice in 10 minutes. And now, thanks to Kevin, his tools, and his time, we're gonna find out what is wrong with this thing.
We're going to try to find out what's going on. We're going to pull the intake manifold off in case it is the intake manifold gasket causing the whole thing. And if it's anything deeper than that, you're stuck with a Toyota truck sitting in your yard for 6 months. All right, we need tools and we need permission to puke antifreeze all over your parking lot.
I'll get you a bucket so we don't make the city mad, but I'll get you something to put under it.
He hasn't seen the show, apparently.
Oh, he cares.
He cares.
I try to care.
This might be an intake gasket because these are loose.
Yeah, that looks a little
this?
suspect right there.
Yeah.
Number 8 was the worst one. How does the port on number 8 look?
It's the driest one, but look at the rest of them. See my thumb? That's intake ports. All of them.
Maybe we can fix this.
Somebody put RTV all the way around the ports, which is like a roadkill thing to do, but not the right thing to do. Might indicate there was an issue with
Fitment?
fitment.
That gasket looks like it pressed all the way around. There and there. Yeah, I don't see a smoking gun.
We can put it back together. We got it apart, I think, in less than 15 minutes. Got the intake off. There's no definitive answer or smoking gun yet, aside from the fact that it is garbage. That plug is probably even worse than the first one we pulled out of it and not firing. Okay, don't tell anybody that I'm gonna do this, but I'm about to RTV around all the intake ports.
Sorry, Newbird. This is an upgrade.
See, we're gonna block off the exhaust crossover too and pick up some horsepower.
Oh, yeah.
So,
No emissions.
Go for it.
There we go.
Well, record time. 3 guys wrenching on it. We got it all together. Hopefully everything is tight. Kevin preset the timing. We got Finnegan at the crank. We're gonna fire this thing up, and it's gonna smoke a little bit initially because there's gonna be some oil in the manifolds and pipes and stuff like that, and probably because it's not really fixed. We'll find out. Ready?
Yes.
Nice. Not smoking yet, but yeah, feels like it wants more, doesn't it?
I think so.
There you go. That was the perfect tune-up.
Smoother than it has been.
New spark plugs, all the rocker arms working, timing set, brand new intake gasket. It's smoking bad, look.
Maybe that's just residual.
35.5.
Okay, kill it. Our best opportunity for a burnout is basically right now.
Burnout. Come on, girl. Yeah! Doing it. Doing it. Doing it. Wow.
Gonna pop!
What, the motor or the tires?
Road trip around the block, see if it's fixed.
Yes. Come on, truck.
Let's go blow it out a couple times and find out.
Okay.
You know, usually when smokers try and quit, they don't really get it done the first time. They kind of keep relapsing. Maybe this thing's just gonna vape for a while. Dude, I think it's healing itself.
Dude, that was not a lot of smoke for what I just did.
I'd go all the way down to that other road and hit it again.
All right. Dude, it's getting better, dude.
I'm hesitant to actually say it, but I
No.
think you're right.
Dude, it's fixed. I say drive it.
I think so.
All right.
Victory. We took this thing out and did a couple laps around the block. We stood on it and blew a bunch of smoke, but we did it again and it was less. And he did it again and it was even less.
I believe cops won't care.
No, I don't think they will. So it still is huffing some blue smoke. I'm gonna call it 85% fixed and good enough to hit the highway and get down to Freedom Factory and do some partying tonight and some racing tomorrow.
Looks all right so far.
It really does.
Whoa, look at the wheels.
Oh, dude, look at that.
Oh,
That's fantastic. That one's the kill.
I'm in love.
We need that.
I'm in love.
Check that thing out. That is very Florida. We still have oil pressure. Huh. Well, I think it's only 15% better, not 85% better, like I said before. It still smokes pretty bad. What does that say?
There's no oil in it at all.
Okay, right. That's kind of what I
Hey,
thought.
at least the problems aren't getting worse.
Hi, girls. What's happening, baby? Yeah, looking tasty.
Sirloin, how you doing? New York strip, what's up?
Okay, the needle on the gauge is barely above 0.
So I'll get off up here and hopefully it doesn't explode. 45 quarts to get this far. Dude, we're pretty good. We're within 3 quarts of our estimate of what we needed to get here.
99 bottles of oil on the wall, 99 bottles of oil.
Take one down, pass
Pass
it around.
And 45 bottles of oil in the motor. Oh, nice. Bradenton Friday night. Well, we made it. I'm not proud of it, but we actually got here, which is critical because wait till you see what we got going on tomorrow. This race is a bunch of Crown Vics on an oval track with nitrous for endurance. It's gonna be a riot, and you'll forget everything you saw here with the V8 Toyota pickup, and I hope I do too. Ugh, I have a headache. I put 2 more quarts in this thing last night. I think our grand total now is 50 quarts of oil.
17 more miles.
It's like 1.5 quarts. We're here at Freedom Factory. We had a really great road trip and a lot of fun. And then there was a glorious moment of arriving here, followed by Finnegan getting a phone call that unfortunately his dad is very sick. You met Finnegan's dad in the episode of Roadkill where we went and visited him at his little shop in Arkansas.
Coolest t-shirt next to the Finnegan's Country Market t-shirt.
Thank you. That was a good Roadkill moment. And he's a really cool guy, so obviously we wish him all the best, but unfortunately Finnegan had to get on the plane and get out of here and go home. Right before he left, he said to me, he's like, do me a favor, you gotta have fun anyway, and you gotta try and win this deal. I'm gonna go down here and meet Cletus McFarland right now, and we're gonna see if we can get a second driver for this whole deal and win this thing for Finnegan.
Oh, look at that ripper. Oh, brother. Man.
What do you think?
You made it.
We made it.
Smoking, getting the mosquitoes.
What's happening?
Hey, great to meet you, man.
Tom. What's happening, man? Good to see you.
This is your new co-driver.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Oh, I hate to tell you this. I was going to try and mooch Alex Bowman off of him.
Oh. My NASCAR teammate, man.
Yeah, before Finnegan left, he's like, do me a favor, try and win this. Tom Bailey, fastest street car in the world. We've got this. We'll be good.
It's going to be crazy, man.
Me
Your
too.
car is right over there. She's a beaut.
We got to stick your name on it. All right, let's do it. This is going to be amazing. What it is 21 Crown Victoria police interceptors, just like this one. But the really great thing about them is more stroke of genius from Cletus. See that light right there? That tells you when I'm hitting the button on the steering wheel, which engages the nitrous system. And everybody will know it because that little siren is gonna go off. The strategy is gonna be, do you hit the nitrous like real early and try and gap the field and hold your gap? Or do you wait till the very end and then pass a bunch of people? I don't know. So the way it's gonna work is the first half of the race is gonna be one driver, the second half is gonna be the other. The racer who finishes the most laps at the end is the winner and can take home an El Camino.
#1 rule, don't pass under caution.
So driver's meeting summary, have fun, crash lightly.
Well, thank you guys all for coming out.
Thank you! Driver's meeting's over, it's official. Once again, my new co-driver is gonna be Tom Bailey, owner-driver of the world's quickest quarter-mile street legal car, 577.
577.
Now's when we get to decorate. The racers here are all YouTube and social influencers, and there was a little smack talk behind the scenes before the race. In fact, Drag Week racer Alex Taylor made this video when she was practicing down in Bowling Green.
I somehow knew that this was gonna come, so I actually already practiced. Just a little.
We're racing together, right?
Yeah.
You're doing the first round?
I am.
Okay, but we've declared a truce.
Yeah.
Tom's in the car. We got the whole Hans, belts, the whole program. Safety first. And the 24 hours of mullets begins. We're gonna kick it off with Tom Bailey out there for qualifying. And Tom's out. You can see us over there, 999 with the yellow window net. And they get one warm-up lap and then 2 timed laps. And then they'll take all of those times and set a grid for the start of the actual race. So I'm running the first session, he's running the second. But strategically, that's good also because he's probably quicker than I am. All right, there goes Tom. Watch, he'll take the high line, dive in, and now he's back at wide open, letting it drift all the way up to the wall. Oh, that's another thing. Tom got to practice this yesterday just a little bit, so he's got time on this track. Okay, that's his 2 laps. I don't know if we're gonna find out how he placed until they put us on the grid, so let's go find out.
You are behind 67, 16.
16th.
All the cars are in the same pack.
Everybody's the same. And what's fast? 19
Fast as
seconds?
19. It's gonna be crazy, dude.
Oh yeah, it's gonna
So
be
glad you're here,
amazing. I'm getting buckled in now for the very first round. What we're gonna do is save the nitrous on my pass. I'm not even opening the bottle, so I've got no option for nitrous. And then Tom can go out at the end and just lay into the nitrous and try and make up flaps at the very last second. That's the plan. Okay, here we go. The pace lap is on. Guys are warming their tires. As soon as we hit that start-finish line on the next lap, it's on.
Let's see if they can make it one lap without our action. There we go, they're green, go, go, go!
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go, Ramones racing!
And we're racing! We're on the green.
Here they come, they're coming hard.
That was Alex who hit me on the very first lap. All right, I already passed my first person.
He's picked up a couple spots already.
So I got pretty sideways there for a bit.
There you go, now he's got that bottom line. Lost it.
All right, I passed another one. Now I got the guys from Hoonigan ahead of me. Oh.
There we go, we got a little early. Oh, there you go. A little bump and run action going there.
Got around Alex. That's all I really needed to do.
Whoa, there you go, we got one coming around. Oh! First wreck.
And we're on caution.
And he survived the first caution, so that's all good.
One of the things I was really worried about was making sure that I could pay attention to the lights and the flags, so I wasn't just driving blind. And I'm glad I caught that first yellow right away. And we're green.
Whoa, we got a little sideways on that corner.
Saved that one. I gotta get out of this line. Someone's trying to spin me now. Oh, I'm using this guy for traction. Man, I am passing guys. I got hit, but I saved it. My corner marker light is flopping everywhere.
Got around there, minimal damage.
All right, that was my fault. I almost nerfed someone. The guy in front of me just used his nitrous. That's the first time I've noticed that. Scrubbed the tire bad. That was not good. I'm starting to kill tires. I now understand why people go circle track racing. This is a riot.
Whoa! Oh, wow.
Oh, someone's got a tire off. They're throwing sparks. And we're back on caution.
Tire just went sailing off that car and it jumped the rail right there. Tire went right over.
So AJ, that time in the flag stand, he was waving the caution and the checkered flag. So this 45-minute segment has come to a close.
Freiburger finished off his part. I'll get out there, see if I can finish it all up.
Dude, that is like the greatest fun you can have on four wheels. It was amazing. I wish I knew where I landed in the run order right now, but it doesn't matter. It was just a riot. I hope I left you a little bit of car.
Now it's my job to try and work my way through the pack, and we'll hopefully not have a car at the end.
All right, that's it. It's all on Tom Bailey. That was great. I think my car had a little power on you, and you had the skill on me.
Time.
Yeah.
You would just walk me on the straights.
That was Derek from Bicegrip Garage. He said his car was a turd. He was on the nitrous, and I was still outrunning him. And they're green. So Bailey, unfortunately, I left him dead last. He's already moved up 4 cars. So I wore out the right front tire pretty bad. It's feathered, but nowhere near bald. Those guys are hauling. Oh, he's on the nitrous. He actually moved way up. We ended up calling some guys and we figured out what was going on. I moved up from 16th spot and I was as far forward as 6 and dropped back to 9. He moved up 5, 6 numbers, so we're doing pretty good for a couple of hacks. Oh! I spent a lot of time on caution laps, which is what's going on right now, so that everybody goes slow and they can deal with the problem. A lot of people have been getting flat tires, and what happens is you have to go out, get your tire changed, get back in, but the clock still runs, so a flat tire hurts you really badly. Oh, we have a flat. We got a flat. Oh, our hopes and dreams dashed by a flat tire. Tom just pulled in. They've got an area up there where they'll change his tire, but we're now gonna be too far down to do anything big. However, our buddy Kevin Smith, who helped us change the intake manifold and everything, he is currently leading the race. So that's our new hero to watch. He's back. That was a fast tire change, but he's got to be 5 or 7 laps down, something like that. Cletus and Kevin are just noticeably spanking everybody.
Cletus McFarland trying to pass Kevin Smith, still your leader.
He made it work. Look at the run he's going to get off turn 2, side by side.
Man, these guys are putting on a show. Oh! Oh, he's going to get spun! No! Oh! So this was incredible. Kevin and Cletus are dicing it up so hardcore, even taking the high line, passing everybody, and then some back-running guy just spun out Cletus bad. And so he's like out. There's got to be like 2 laps left. So Kevin right here is out front. Who knows? It's anybody's race right now. Oh, it's getting ugly. It is that guy Blake got out front.
Coming into turn 2, 78 car and Blake Wilkie get into it. They keep it together. Looks like Kevin Smith coming right back in second.
There we go, side by side.
Oh, he spun it! Kevin spun it! He's done! Unbelievable! I told you it's anybody's race. Both of our guys are out. Oh, Kevin again. Oh, it's getting ugly now. Kevin threw in the towel. He's in the infield. Who's out front?
I have no idea.
Boy, here comes that 007, Blake Wilkie. One more shot. They're coming to the line. They're coming to the line.
Oh! Number 74, Brent PFI Speed, the winner of the 2.4 hours of the Mullets.
People are just goofing off now. Look, big donut fest. Man, this has devolved into nothing but a massive demo derby burnout contest. Oh, there's Tom Bailey entering the fray right now. Man, this has been fun. That was virtually the best time I have ever had on Roadkill, man. This is an event where losing is winning. We started out in the number 16th position, and I actually worked my way all the way up to number 6. I passed 10 cars, and then we finished back in 16. But it doesn't matter. What mattered was getting out there and doing absolutely awesome things with a whole bunch of car-related friends. You know, this would have been a dream come true for Finnegan, and we're all really bummed that he couldn't race. But family comes first, and we all wish the best for the whole Finnegan family. But Mike and I still had a blast road tripping that smoking Toyota all the way here to Florida.
The thing is, I had to ask, should we pay Dave Newbert rent on that truck or charge him for 20 oil changes? Either way, Finnegan will be back on the next episode where who knows what we'll get into. Maybe we'll see that little red Toyota again. Maybe it can be in a shootout with our little red love truck. I honestly hope not. But if we ever do that, you can bet you'll see it here on Roadkill.
There he is.
Do you want me to pull up?
Yeah, just pull up. He's getting the mail. What are the odds? Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Hey!
Oh, son. Good to see you, Ted. You are the last person on the planet I expected to see today.
Surprise.
So am I in the episode of Roadkill?
Oh, you are now.
This time on Roadkill, the Super Camaro is on a radical road trip.
We bought the Camaro with the biggest badonkadonk I've ever seen.
Dude, it is super 70s on Pacific Coast Highway. We're heading to race. Check out my latest online score. It's the Super Camaro, a 1970 or 71 model that was built in the late 70s in a style that could have only come from the late 70s. I also got a vintage twin turbo engine that was in the car in the early 80s, and someday we'd like to get that going. But for now, we're hoping that the current engine is good enough for a road trip between here and Tucson, Arizona, and historic Laguna Seca Raceway in Salinas, California. Neither Finnegan nor I have ever been to Laguna Seca, so this is gonna be epic. Dude, I may cry. I'm so excited about this thing.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is your finest purchase ever.
This is the first time I've laid eyes on it in person.
Oh my God, dude.
Man.
He anodized the door sill plates blue to match the gel-coated fiberglass wide body. Oh my God.
Wow, how 1979 is that? That's about the time I think this was built, 1979.
Are those airplane gauges?
Yeah, it's got that airplane switch panel. Look at the tiny steering wheel. Look at the seats. The wide body. Everything about this is exactly what I wanted it to be from when I was like a kid reading CarCraft, PHR.
Dude, this is incredible. This is, I think, the most we've ever spent on a car on Roadkill, and it's worth every penny.
It is 100% the most we've ever spent.
Does it flip open or something?
It's hydraulically open from what I saw in the ad. I have no idea how to do it.
The front end is my high school Camaro.
Right.
The back end is your Camaro, but with the spoiler off my high school Camaro. And it's all one-piece wide body. Like, dude, these are like 17 or 18-inch wide Mickeys on the back.
I think the whole quarter panel is fiberglass. It's not just bondoed on.
Yeah, look, the whole back end, the tail panel is fiberglass.
Yeah, it's a 1970 or 71 in the back, and I bet you when he was building it, it was like IROC era. Maybe he could get a 74, 75 front clip, or he just wanted it to look more modern. I don't know. And there we go.
Whoa.
Ooh, big fuel cell.
Dude, that's a nice one, too.
Look at this ancient fuel pump.
No, that's the hydraulic pump for the front end to open it.
Oh, you're right. That's what it is. I've got to give you the context on this thing because I know there's a lot of people who are looking at it and they're either going, that's hideous, or they're going, that is awesome, but they don't understand why. Now, for me, it goes back to the mid-70s where if you were a muscle car guy and you wanted handling, there was no pro touring to be had. The look is this, the wide body, what they called then the IMSA look, based on IMSA racing. It was the Mulholland Racer look. Mulholland Highway in California, twisty road, guys would gather at night and street race. It's like a mashup of a dirt track car with a big open front end and an IMSA car with the wide flares. It is awesome. I cannot wait to drive it. And Finnegan thinks he's about to drive this thing away, but I'm taking the keys.
The Camaro works for me for two reasons. One, rarely do we ever get an automobile on Roadkill that is actually built well. This thing is nice. This is not a hunk of junk that we normally play with. And two, I've got a lot of nostalgia right now. There are pieces of this car that remind me of the very first car I ever owned in my life, which was a 1976 Chevy Camaro I had in high school. The car also reminds me of a movie I saw as a kid called Six Pack that starred Kenny Rogers as a dirt track racer. I don't even care if I get to drive the thing. I just want to ride around in a car that I kind of had in high school and daydream about being Brewster Baker. There are 12 switches. Oh, front, up, down. That opens the hood, I bet.
Ooh, let's do it. The shifter's got a very weird pattern on it.
So does this tilt? Open sesame. Oh my God, it's working. Keep going. I think it's a linear actuator, and that's why it's so slow.
Well, that hood is so thick.
Dude, that is so cool. So it's a small block Chevy with HEI.
Oh, the guy's name is right on it. Built by R.J. Boscher. See that?
It's got a 4160 carb. That is a monster radiator.
Dude, the gauges, it's genius. Ooh, the side pipes.
Yeah,
Dude.
they're not connected anymore. They must have gone to turbos or something.
Yeah, this thing had 2 turbos blowing through a Holly on it. You gonna figure out how to run it? Ooh, that's promising. I already smell old gas. Whoa. This runs better than anything we own.
Yeah. Let's go drive it.
This is cool. Put the hood down. It'll take about 20 minutes.
All right.
Okay, ignition, fan, got it.
So we only need 2 of the 12 switches need to be on for the car to run.
Okay, there's reverse, neutral, drive.
And we're driving.
With my 10-inch steering wheel.
Oh, the tires hit the side pipes. That's what you're feeling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not very drivable.
12-inch wide wheels on the front of the Camaro. Not a lot of turning radius, even with the fiberglass, I think.
Oh, the brakes are awful.
What do you mean? We just stopped.
Yeah. Don't want to be road racing it that way. Oh, yeah. This car's undrivable. That's the turning radius.
This car's amazing. See, we made the turn. Good, good. Just pretend you're in a motorhome. That hopefully does burnout.
Wow, it's slow. That's Ford, by the way.
That's Ford?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. Where'd the turbo motor go that came with this car?
Yeah. Let's see. The shifter says park, reverse, neutral, drive, SL, and then on the other side it goes 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Yeah, you were in third, which is why I wouldn't accelerate.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You got 3 gears.
You'll figure it out once you're driving it. It's weird.
I don't know if you're gonna let me drive it.
If it gets much worse, I will. It really, like, steers everywhere.
This is one of the better seats I've had.
Something's wrong with the tune-up, really bad.
Yeah, it doesn't run good.
I didn't want to work on this. I just wanted it to be glorious.
Have you seen the show? The faster you go, the better it rides.
Yeah.
It's really quiet.
Yeah, it's quiet. It's 160 degrees. Good oil pressure.
Philosophically, I'm struggling because I love the look of the side pipe, but they don't function.
Right.
So I feel weird leaving them on here.
They do complete the look of the car, but they would be better if it had the turbos on it. We can't really take it down the drag strip till it's fixed. Troubleshooting is easy. We had no brake fluid. How about you?
1 spark plug wire entirely off the motor, so I'll just push that back on there and we should be good.
Yeah, plus there was like 4 more that were kind of danglers, so hopefully that solves our brake problem and our performance problem.
So pour brake fluid and then let's try Laguna Seca.
Yep.
All right, tune-ups done.
Before we leave, we have to solve our fuel starvation problem. I hope it's just a fuel filter or something, but first I'm just gonna throw a timing light on it, see where that's at, and then we'll start troubleshooting.
I think it just ran out of gas, dude. Maybe we're out of gas.
What, it's just out of gas, it could be. Well, that right there was only 20 degrees of timing. Let's have a look in here.
The fuel level is on top of the pickup. Like, there's barely any there.
Yeah, we need gas. We're about to fuel it up with one of the greatest roadkill tech tips of all time. It is the traffic cone fuel funnel.
Max flow.
Yeah. Why don't they use these at Indy?
I think they do.
Maybe.
They just paint them all kinds of cool colors and make them out of billet. Look at that. It's
Man.
practically done.
That is flow. 6 seconds.
3/4 of the way
7
done.
seconds. Boom!
Dude.
8.7 on the traffic cone. And just think how much it could be improved if we just simply pocket knifed that thing a little bigger. That is key right there.
Port match it to the fuel cell.
And you can find them anywhere. Okay, back to ignition timing. Carburetor still empty. That's 40.
It already runs better.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna take it back one tiny hair.
Even at part throttle, it was way happier now.
Yeah, let me lock the distributor down and then give us a shot.
Okie dokie.
Do we turn right?
Yep.
Ah, this thing runs bad.
It runs bad.
We don't have a functional tach, but that's a lot of RPM.
What about that switch that says torque converter? I feel better.
Does nothing. I did read from a guy who knew the guy who built this that it had a switch pitch converter in it at one time.
So you could electrically change the pitch of it?
Yeah. Wow. It literally lays over the fins to change the stall speed in the converter with a solenoid.
Wow.
It's a GM factory thing.
That's pretty sweet.
I smell burning oil.
That's from the massive oil leak on the top of the motor that's running onto the bell housing.
I think that's the back of the manifold.
We're gonna make it. We've got 4 days to get to Salinas, home of Laguna Seca Raceway.
Yep. That's genuine fire smell. What do you think?
Nah.
Are you sure?
Wow, we're halfway to the highway. We're doing good.
And we're headed to the highway. Isn't that Judas Priest?
Living after midnight.
Living after midnight, rocking to the dawn, loving till the morning, and I'm gone, I'm gone. Oh, man. This thing is puffing, burning oil. And I don't see it coming outside the car. It's all coming through the firewall or something.
I think it's coming up through the stick shift.
Can we just look and see what's going on?
Sure.
Perhaps the only disadvantage to this particular pinnacle of 70s greatness is the hydraulic opening forward tilting hood. Every time you change the oil or check the oil, you got to go through this process right here. So while we take a little break, let me tell you something that really got my hackles up, like a hairball in my throat as soon as I saw it. Someone on social media called this a pro street car. No! Pro street car is fat meats tucked up under the car. This thing is wide-bodied out with fat meats sticking out with fender flares. Why would they do that? Well, first, to get wide meats. Second, to get a wider stance for that ultimate handling. That went up remarkably quickly. Sometimes this can take up to like 4 or 5 minutes. But now I hear the hydraulic fluid leaking out. I hear the air bubbles. It's still moving. Okay, now we can find out how much of this oil has turned to black lung.
Oh, there's still some in there.
Yeah, but it needs at least a quart. It is pouring either out of the distributor hole or out of the back of the manifold or both. The problem I had is the faster I drove on the freeway, the more oil was flying around in the lifter valley and leaking out of the back.
Oh yeah, she full. That makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It really does.
You know what else will? When you get to drive this pooch.
Is it my turn?
It's now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Steady as she goes. This is cool. This is some straight up mini truck 70s van stuff happening right here. Boom, and look at the engineering. Boom, right into place. Okay, weirdest shifter ever.
Oh yeah, that's the weirdest shifter ever.
Reverse, neutral,
Drive.
drive.
That's all you need to know.
Got it. So, donuts is what you're saying.
You can attempt it.
All right. Well, I like the little wheel.
It's cool, isn't it?
This is just like playing Ivan Stewart's video game back in the...
You're right.
It needs the nitro boost button. This drives exactly like the Hornet.
Oh, it's sketchy.
Does it drive straight?
No. You'll get used to it though. You get to go with the flow. The smoke is cut down. I guess it's because you're not driving as fast as I was. The faster you go, the more smoke comes inside. Sun's going low. We're in Barstow. I don't want to breathe more fumes. I'm kind of down to stop, let it cool off overnight, and change the intake manifold in the morning.
I'm down with that. I'm done breathing oil smoke.
It's really bad. We've been in denial, but now that it's freezing, we need to fix it. I think that when we take the intake manifold off to fix the oil leak, we also have to take the carburetor and distributor out, and so maybe we can also fix the performance problem.
Yeah.
I have to show you something. So there was a lot of smoke inside, right? And all of a sudden the exhaust is way louder than it used to be, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This.
Did your whoopee catch on fire?
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Where does the poncho?
No. Burned clear through. That's how hot the floorboard is on this thing. I think the header has come loose. So I guess I'm gonna go 10-200 for about 20 minutes while you open the hood.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You can do it. Dude, it's out of fluid or something. Yeah.
Fire it up.
It stopped. No, it's out of fluid. It stopped.
I don't know how you get fluid in that system.
Oh, there it goes again. If only RJ Bosher was here to tell us how to fill the system with fluid.
Oil is dumping right there. The problem we're experiencing with this thing performance-wise, not oil leak-wise, is that it cruises along just fine, but you get past a certain throttle position regardless of RPM, and it just falls on its face, just starts breaking up, has no power. My gut still says fuel, but we're gonna start by changing the module in the HEI and even the coil in the HEI, just because we were at the parts store, so we bought both things at the same time. So here is the HEI distributor cap. HEI means high energy ignition, and it has the coil right here in the cap. It plugs in right there, and there's an electronic module in the distributor right here, which is the triggering device.
Oh, that's been butchered. Oh, it's melted too at one point. Check that out.
I'm going to say that the leak is probably the distributor because of the way there's oil all the way on the underside of your gasket there and all the way around this sealing surface. So clearly, oil's getting up out of the manifold and past that gasket. So we're not gonna take off the intake manifold right now. We're gonna inspect the distributor, see if we can fix it, see if we can seal it back up and get it back in.
I see a problem. So the plug melted.
Oh yeah, burned out terminal. Shoved together. Those were touching for sure. We actually have a brand new MSD distributor with us. I'm gonna check the part number on it and find out if it'll actually fit this engine. I looked it up. We actually have the right distributor with us, and you can see that it has a regular advanced curve in it. It has springs and weights, just like old school. So I'm gonna go through and pick the curve that I want by changing the springs. You can find in the instructions right there. They tell you ignition curves, RPM, weights, stop pushing, all that stuff. Super simple.
As soon as Dave's done fixing the distributor and getting it ready, that can go in, new plug wires can go on, and we can fire it up and set the timing again.
There we go. Fixed. Now we're ready to put the new distributor in. I'm gonna put it in a different place where the old one was. So I'm pulling number 1 spark plug. I'm gonna put my finger over the hole, not in the hole, and ask Finnegan to bump it around. That plug is wasted. and hopefully I can identify a mark on the damper that indicates top dead center on the #1 cylinder of the engine. All right, tick, tick, tick. That's good. I'm gonna do something you're not supposed to do. I'm gonna put 2 distributor gaskets on the distributor, and hopefully that fixes our oil leak. The reason I'm gonna do it is I don't know if the distance between the seat of the distributor inside the engine and that pad that's machined on the block is actually too tall, and if I add extra thickness to the gasket, it might help seal it. The reason you're not supposed to do that is that it does pull the distributor up out of the cam gear a little bit, and of course disengages the oil pump just a little bit, but we're gonna be okay. And on the small block Chevy, the vacuum canister wants to be right about there, and the rotor wants to point directly to the #1 cylinder, which is the furthest forward one on the driver's side. There we go. Happened perfectly. Spark plugs I took out are really, really foul, wasted. They were not that bad when we left town. Number 6 and 8 are junk. Hopefully it doesn't happen again when I put these new spark plugs in with our new ignition system. It's gonna be amazing to drive this thing if it has power. That is super not pro and super roadkill. I think we're ready to fire this thing up and time it.
Made this car worse. Before, it just ran poorly. Now it doesn't run at all. We put in a complete new ignition system, including a new distributor, a new coil, plug wires and plugs, and now the car won't run at all. We have 0 spark, and it's either because the magnetic pickup in this distributor isn't telling the coil to fire, or the coil can't fire because there's something wrong with it.
What a morning. The first distributor that we got with the car was all shredded and leaking and garbage and hopefully causing our performance problem. The second one we put together wouldn't fire. Don't know why. Maybe because it only had 9 volts cranking? Who knows? Brand new HEI from the parts store? We know that it runs. We don't know if it runs well. I'm gonna time this thing, and then I think we're finally gonna hit the road and see if we actually improved this car or just bolted a bunch of junk to it. That's it. It developed a bad exhaust leak too. That must have happened in the middle of the day yesterday. I don't remember that before. It's pouring oil out of the back of the intake manifold. Yeah. After Mike gets the hood closed in about 9 minutes, we'll be hitting the road to see if we actually fixed anything. We're gonna be looking for smoke from the oil leak or not oil leak, not sure yet, and we're gonna be looking for like engine performance. Get down! Get down!
Engage.
Oh.
We got new spark plugs, we got new wires, we got a new distributor. I'd be okay with that.
I don't want to breathe smoke all day. It was so bad. Ah! So it's a carburetor problem, right?
It seems to be a carburetor problem.
I want to pull the rear bowl off the carburetor and see if something's blocking the jets. The secondary opens and something goes wrong. Maybe it's dumping fuel. Maybe I'm totally wrong.
This is the fastest I've ever gone in it, and I don't mind telling you, I'm afraid.
All right, I'm not getting the waft, the smoke.
Right? So we didn't totally waste our day.
That super sketched out, cross-wired, crusty HEI was actually working fine.
Yep.
Yep. But the other thing is if you come to a stop and lean into it real slowly, you'll see you'll get more RPM out of it before it starts to fall apart. See? It's at different RPMs depending on how you load it. Yeah. Can we slow down?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks. I return to my prior notion that it is a fuel system problem. The oil leak might be fixed. The performance problem is not fixed. The hood is not better. It's not smoking as much, but I'm gonna look for the oil leak. And look at that, I melted my shoe on the floor of the car. It's so hot. It's gushing oil. Oil everywhere from the back of the manifold. Yep, 100% back of the manifold oil.
What in the world is wrong with this car? It still leaks oil, it still runs like crap. All we've done today is throw parts at it with no real solution.
I think it is fuel system related, but I've clearly been wrong most of my life. So we're gonna stay here and pull the intake manifold off, which means taking the distributor out, taking the carburetor off, pulling the intake, scraping all the gaskets, getting the water out of it first, putting it all back together, and hopefully somewhere along the way I find where the performance problem is, and we also fix the oil leak.
We should be good at this by now.
Let me see what's wrong with this carburetor. You want to pull the distributor out, and then when it cools off, we'll drain the water and do the intake?
Okay.
Okay. Here's one clue already. I turned it upside down like this to drain it, and I barely got any fuel out of the secondary, and I got a ton out of the primary. And if you look in there, there's also a bunch of goop in the secondary.
Maybe there's a bunch of white stuff in the bottom of it from E85 sitting in it or something, and the jet's clogged. Oh, that's rusty water, dude.
Uh-huh. That's what I thought. Remember I kept saying it's like the secondary? Yeah, see the top float bowl screws are not rusty. The bottom ones are all rusty. These have been sitting at the bottom in the water, these have not. See what I'm saying?
So all the water sits in the bottom of the bowl, and that's where the jets are.
Uh-huh. There you go. I feel vindicated.
Oh, dude.
I called it.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
Look at that.
The secondary is a disaster. Remember I kept saying, man, it's like when you tip in, you're not getting any fuel out of the secondary. That's exactly what it is. The back of this carburetor is filled with goop. I feel so much better about myself.
It looks like rock candy.
So there's guaranteed our performance problem. So I'm gonna be working at scrubbing at this, and Mike's gonna be fixing our oil leak problem. And when we leave here tomorrow, it will all be flawless. The Super Camaro will be super once again. Okay, Mr. Minifold, here we go.
I like to pre-install the distributor in the intake and use it to line it up.
Oh, okay. All right, clutch head screws off. Being super careful not to rip the gasket. Look at that, see? This is why I had to get that plate apart, because you can see the fuel gets sucked through right there. It still would have had no fuel even though we cleaned up the outside of it so much. I think I've won. I think I've got it all clean. I think I've got the rubber bushing smushed in far enough on the transfer tube. I think it's gonna work.
I'd like this to be the last time today that I do this. All I gotta do now, tighten down the cap, spark plug wires on, and then let it sit overnight. I'm not confident all of that silicone dried. So we'll let it dry overnight and then test fire tomorrow. I can't guarantee it's gonna run any better, but we're leaving Barstow.
Barstow is the home of Robert E. Peterson, the founder of Hot Rod Magazine in 1948, Motor Trend in 1949. Our 70s hydraulic hood doohickey has failed us.
Come on, little hood. Yesterday, we rebuilt the entire front end of the fuel system and ignition systems on this car. And in theory, we should be able to fire it up and drive it away today, except our hood won't open. And it's actuated by a hydraulic pump in the trunk of the car, which does not have a reservoir, but we're pretty sure it's low on fluid. There was fluid in the trunk. We think it needs to be bled. We think there's air in the system. So what we're gonna try now is disconnect both lines from both hydraulic cylinders, put them in a bottle of ATF, and then manually grab the hood and open it up and close it a couple times and see if that will bleed the air out of the system and fill the lines and get us on our way.
It's got some resistance.
Yeah.
It's pushing the fluid out of one.
Pushing it out of one
side
and drawing it in the other, which is what it's gonna do. Yeah, and now we're
It's starting to move. Yeah. Let's just see if we can get it all the way open.
Okay. This just proves how little I know about hydraulic power systems. We got the hood open. We haven't really solved anything on the hydraulic system, but we're gonna move on to see if we can make this engine run. We just had to set TDC, set the timing, put the spark plug wires back on, and put water in it. So this should be quick. Can you tick it and I'll make the distributor go down and then we'll have to check it again. Okay, that's in. Now we're gonna need to go all the way around. Big. Stop right there.
So we're just about to start the engine when Freiburger realized we never fixed the problem with the exhaust on the passenger side of the car. So we just jacked it up and I found the driver's side collector missing 2 nuts. There was no gasket. It was basically falling apart, which is why the hot exhaust was going straight at the floor of the car. The other side is just as bad, so we're gonna fix that. And then we're gonna try to leave bar stove again.
All right. He fixed that header gasket. I fixed this header gasket. He did the manifold, I did the carburetor, we did the carburetor, we did the timing. So when it doesn't run right now, I guess what I'm saying is that it's a group failure.
All right.
Doesn't run good.
It sounds horrible.
We had to check the firing order. 3, 6. The firing order is correct. Are they all plugged in? Oh, this thing runs awful. It runs even worse than when it wasn't running at all. It's because it's glugging fuel is why. Rear float bowl set too high. Here's something you don't see me adjust a whole bunch. There is a lot of slop in the accelerator pump discharge lever here, so that when Mike just whacks the throttle like that, there's a bunch of slop being taken up before it actually squirts. So I'm gonna lengthen this a little bit, take out that slop, and it'll have more squirter nozzle sooner. We can make it work. Okay, that's pretty good. Wanna see if I fixed it? Okay. You want to try and shut the hood?
All right, going down.
Oh, wait. There, oh. There we go. Gravity. Oh, let me put the air cleaner on.
It's falling.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna lose the shop.
I got this. I'm gonna lose my arm.
This is a Raiders of the Lost Ark moment right here. It's Indiana
Will
Jones.
Freiburger, get the air cleaner on before the hood severs his arm. Yes. We're out of here.
Oh, it's a different car, dude.
Runs way better. What?
It's better. It's not misfiring.
It's still doing that.
It's not faster. No, it wasn't breaking up. It's just not fast.
Oh, no, it was lean misfiring.
But it sounds better and it doesn't stink. The carburetor didn't fix the alignment.
So how does it feel right now?
I like it.
So much quieter, so much less smoke.
0 smoke.
Everything seems uneventful now. We're just driving our Camaro. Pretty sure this does burnouts now.
It's got to, right?
So it has no power and reasonable traction.
This is gonna be great at Laguna Seca.
We are on our way to Rod's West. Guy Don Waldron, who we have not seen since episode 8 of Roadkill, when we were taking the bare shell of the car that would become Blasphemy.
And I have talked to him a few times over the years and you know, let him know what happened to those 2 wheels that he flowed me when we came by. They're still on the front of Blasphemy. They've been everywhere.
Yep, and now I'm looking for wheels for the F-Rod, my Model A Ford hot rod that's been getting built on Roadkill Garage, and that someday will run and drive if only I can get wheels from the Don. And that's his with the trailer out front right there. Yeah. Wow. Time warp, flashback, deja vu.
Oh, Cadillac is awesome. Hey, Don.
Hey, guys.
It's only been 9 years.
Seems like only yesterday.
Good to see you.
It's great to see you guys.
Yeah.
You know, every time that episode airs, I get calls from all over the country.
Wow.
Those wheels I got from you are still in the front of my Blast Me.
I actually have an agenda for being here, which is I'm building a 31 coupe.
Okay.
And I need some 15 by skinny fronts for it, like some slot mags.
No slots.
No slots? Unfortunately, Don said he doesn't really have what I'm looking for, but it doesn't matter because we're just gonna walk around here with him and see some radical stuff, and it's gonna be very cool to reconnect with Don.
This is a car that I had since I was in high school.
You've had this since you were in high school?
Yeah, in 1965, I started to build this car just like this.
This thing is awesome. I like the roll bar.
Before you guys leave, I'll start it up.
Have you ever seen a 15 by 3.5 Daisy, like a 200S?
That's the toughest wheel to find.
That's what I thought.
I still have a lot of wheels, but I'm trying to think of something that would be early period.
I'll show you a picture of the car so you have an idea. This is probably a 4, isn't it?
It could be. Does it has the curved spokes or the straight?
No, it's a straight spoke.
Then it's a 5. It's a TTO.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But that's a really nice wheel, and
yeah.
When I go up and I see the D wheel on it,
I hate that.
Yeah, that's the wrong wheel.
It's totally wrong.
I have a friend that does have some slots, and you want your wheels to be great.
Okay, well, that was cool. I'm glad we went.
Yeah, Don's cool.
He didn't have the wheels that I needed, but I think he's gonna dial me in with the wheels that I need.
Don is connected like the mafia with wheels. He will find them.
Man, it's been a nice drive already this morning. Nice coastline, ocean air, and the car runs like doo-doo.
Yeah, imagine that. Different day, same result.
Doo-doo.
Runs horrible and the hood won't open.
It's not as bad as it used to be, but the carburetor is enough junk that we went and bought another one. So we're gonna do a nice seaside carburetor swap here with our new pet here.
That's Henry.
Oh, Hank?
Yeah.
Hey, Hank.
It's got webbed feet like a duck.
Can you open the hood? Would you mind?
No one can open that.
Give it a shot.
Come on, dude. Do something. Come on, Hank. Right here.
Okay, let's open the hood and change your carburetor.
You've been a huge asset to the team, Hank. Thank you for all your help. Go ahead.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. Is it ready to go?
Now it is.
Here we go. Poor carburetor. Ta-da! New carburetor. This is a Holly Street Avenger. This one has center hung float bowls and dual feed on it, but I think it came with a fuel line kit. Other than that, it should just drop on and replace. Easy. Looks cooler.
The last piece of the puzzle. Stud to hold the air cleaner on. And then it'll just start right up, require minimal effort on our part to tune it, and we'll be on our way with a faster, more reliable car. Want to make noise?
Yep. There we go. Perfect. Shut it off. You have a fuel leak? That's leaking super bad. I think it's the hose. You want to give it a shot?
Sure.
Fixed.
Ah, much better.
Still sounds lazy, doesn't it?
Yeah. The only thing we haven't done is pull the valve covers at this point.
Nah. All right, let's go. I think it's still weak. Something's wrong with it.
It's got a lot of traction.
Yeah, that too. It has never run smoothly, ever. Even now with our new carbutator.
It's better than it was, but it's still,
yeah,
maybe it needs spark plugs now.
It's just a turd.
It is a turd. Oh, this is awesome. Look at this.
This is really sweet.
I used to say I only miss the tacos and my friends after leaving California. I could miss this. This has been an unforgettable trip for me personally. Well, and Hank. Who can forget Hank? He was so instrumental in putting that newer, not better carburetor on this engine.
Yeah, this engine's a mess. It's got to have the turbo motor in it.
Yeah.
It really does.
Oh, dude. I mean, the side pipes need to be put to good use.
They're humiliating otherwise.
You know what we haven't done really well on this trip?
Tuned up the motor?
That. Or a proper burnout.
Yeah. Our burnout was just a waft of smoke away from the gates of world-famous Laguna Seca Raceway. You know, I always say don't get it right, just get it running, and if we'd tried to perfect the Camaro, we probably would have never left Tucson. But instead, we hit the road and found out exactly how much we love this absurd car. We may have never found out that the engine is a complete roach if we hadn't road tripped it, but that's the least of our worries. What's far more urgent is to find out if Super Camaro's handling can match the promise of those massive meets. We're gonna hit Laguna Seca and run it against the NASCARlo and the Roadside. We're also gonna find out if any of those Roadkill cars can outrun a bone stock V6 rental car. You'll see all of those answers and all of the action on the next episode of Roadkill. The beauty of this, though, as I lean over to put oil in the thing, it will slowly come down like a guillotine and put this point of the fender directly in the back of my neck. But now it's open, we can move on.
We probably should do quickly because this looks like it's falling down again. And as we all know, that's dangerous. This could just chop my head in half right here. If my head gets chopped in half, whoa, who's gonna talk?
This time on Roadkill, we are racing the Roadkill garbage at Laguna Seca.
At least they waited till I was done.
I know that intuitively you thought that the Super Camaro here was probably the greatest handling vehicle in the history of Roadkill. This time we're here to find out. Remember episode 25 when we got the Kia Rio 5 and did the shootout and everything? Well, the V6 rental Camaro is the new Kia Rio. What we're gonna do is shoot out the Super Camaro, the Roadkill, and the NASCARlo, and the V6, which is our bogey. Can Roadkill outrun a V6 rental car?
Well, we're gonna have fun trying.
We are. If you don't know the Roadkill, it's our 1971 Datsun 240Z that over the years has let us down more than any other Roadkill car. It's lost pretty much every race it's been in and broken multiple engines, multiple rear ends, and Finnegan's heart more times than we care to count. Its current configuration is a 5-liter Ford V8 with a swap meet Power Stroke diesel turbocharger. It's got a 6-speed manual transmission and the always destructible independent rear end. The NASCARlo is our stock car that's sort of street legal. It's actually a full-on late-model dirt track race car, but it is skinned and binned with a 1970 or 71 Chevy Monte Carlo body. It's powered by a small block 350 with a Jericho clutchless 4-speed and a quick change rear end. We have driven this thing on the highway and also raced it on dirt tracks and even on a rally course. Finally, the Super Camaro is our most recent addition to the Roadkill fleet and also our most expensive sight unseen internet purchase ever. Don't let that wide body fool you. This thing is just as much garbage as the rest of the Roadkill cars, just pricier. It also has a small block 350 that makes no power and sends virtually no torque through a turbo 350 automatic transmission. It also has those awesome wide Mickey Thompson meats that justify everything about this car.
We haven't driven the Roadkill or the NASCARlo in a long time.
No, not since I crashed one and overheated the other.
Thanks for saying that out loud, because I always accept the guilt for having crashed the NASCARlo, but let's just go to some flashback footage of you on the dirt track in the Hit Motor Trend show Faster with Finnegan, running the NASCARlo into a big barrel or tire or something.
It was a tire ninja. It came from nowhere. I argue that I've improved upon the looks of the NASCARlo. I believe the visual confirms that.
Yeah, no, it actually looks way cooler, but I don't know if it is way better.
She's improved.
Yeah, and the Roadkill, the last time we saw that was in Las Vegas, overheating, steaming, and we had to walk to the SEMA show.
Yeah, that might be the hottest we've ever gotten an engine.
We have to wrench on all this junk before we actually go start shooting out. What do you want to start with?
Probably the Roadkill, because for me, that's the unknown quantity. We redid the entire suspension like 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
Drove it to Vegas. We never really raced it. We just did donuts in the dirt. Maybe today's the day where we find out if it's fast.
Ooh, drag strip.
Right.
We are parked here at Tucson Dragway, ready for action. All right, pull that junk in.
All right.
That's right. This is a drag race and road course shootout. But before we corkscrew ourselves at Laguna Seca, we're going to see how our junk stacks up on the drag strip.
We need to put it on the lift, get it in the air, and find out why is it clunking in the back of the car when I let the clutch out.
I found the clunking noise. There's bushings right here that hold the nose of the differential center section down, and just the bushings are wasted. There's a gap up here. The bolts seem tight. But Finn and I looked all through this thing and realized that we assembled it improperly. But to fix it means getting these bolts out, and you can't do that because it's going to hit the floor pan. And so we're going to fix it the Roadkill way, which means not at all. It's going to be fine. We got to fix the starter, though.
You might be wondering why I'm climbing a ladder. For the first time in the history of this show, we're going to take safety very seriously and disconnect the battery before we replace the starter. However, the car was already in the air before we noticed the lift is puking hydraulic fluid all over the ground. We don't think we're gonna be able to use it more than once. So I'm gonna disconnect this up here. Freiburger's gonna put the starter in, and then hopefully we put Roadkill down without dropping it.
The problem with this junk is you hit the starter button and the starter spins but doesn't actually engage. But Duralast to the rescue. That looks right.
Boy, the Rodsons had this starter problem for a long time. I remember thrashing this thing at Camarillo Airport in the rain in a giant water puddle and then not being able to restart it because of the starter problem.
And Finnegan still loves it. I don't hate it as much as I used to. That's fixed.
Okay. All right, I think she's ready.
Okay. All right, Rodson done, Nascarlo in. And this one, you said, the problem is it has a stumble, that's it?
Yeah.
Can you fire it up and show me? Like just
Yeah, it'll do it just, idling here.
Let's see.
Does it under load. The warmer it gets, the better it is, but it still does it.
Huh. Do you want to just start drag racing it and only fix it if there's a problem?
Sure. We could fatten up the idle circuit just because.
Sure. The best thing is it fixed absolutely nothing.
There you go.
That's hot. I'm not touching that. That won't go through there. You got more mods to do. You overhogged it. The bolt falls through.
There's a washer right there.
The washer won't go.
No, is it really falling through? Okay, wait.
It doesn't go all the way through.
It doesn't go, come on.
It's not
Hey,
good.
you gotta line it up. Hey, let's go racing now.
Yeah.
We have 4 race cars, more or less, and we want to know how quick they are in a straight line. So we're here at Tucson Dragway in Tucson, Arizona, to line up a brand new 2020 V6 powered Camaro. And then we've got the Rodson, we've got the Nascarlo, and we have what I believe we're calling the Super Camaro, which has the widest tires I've ever seen in my life. So you know it's going to be good at going in a straight line.
Burnout action.
Come on back.
This thing is 222 cubic inches, 3.6 liters, and it makes 335 horsepower, dual overhead cam, 10-speed automatic, and it will do somewhat of a burnout. Oh, wow, it shifts.
That's some wheel speed.
Not bad at all. I like it.
Wow, okay.
Boy, I remember test driving for magazines like the TPI V8 cars back in the 90s, and this V6 is faster. And I'm staging.
And we're off.
Go. 7,000 RPM shift.
I do believe this is a legit 14-second car with only 6 cylinders.
Says I'm going 99 miles an hour. Man.
1437 at 99 miles an hour.
You know what? I hate to say it. This thing is quicker than, say, a 1968 383 Roadrunner when it was brand new, which, by the way, had 335 horsepower.
Question is, can any of these other old piles of junk beat that? Let's find out.
And it stops good and handles good.
Brakes work. Dude, epic burnout.
That was really good, wasn't it?
I think it was in like 3rd or 4th gear.
Oh, for sure. Or it's a 10-speed. It might have been an 8th.
Yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah.
1437 at 99. Uneventful pass. Straight. No drama?
Yeah, no drama. Nascarlo next?
Let's do it.
Do it. Here comes our first player to challenge the mighty V6 rental car. It is the Nascarlo. He's not gonna do a burnout. He's just gonna stage and launch it. He's either gonna go all out RPM and sidestep the clutch, or he's gonna slip it. Let's find out. You're it.
All right, it's been a long time since I've driven this car.
Now's the clutch slip. Oh, yeah, banging it. I can smell clutch, though. You got it in every gear, and it ran clean all the way down. And the first one out of the gate beats the rental car, 1382 at 101 miles an hour. I would have to guess and say that's the best pass NASCARLO's made here at Tucson Dragway.
Well, that was a good lick. The gearing is not set up for drag racing. That's a long first gear, and it is hard on the clutch. But I got it off the line without bogging it. That might have been the best lick I've ever made in this car.
See, there's a rule here at Tucson that if you have a street-driven car that goes 100 miles an hour, then, boom, you get the 100-mile-an-hour club. That's going on the NASCARLO. $13.82 at 101, you get a 100-mile-an-hour decal.
Hey, all right.
I'm putting that on this baby. You beat a V6 Camaro, congratulations.
Yay, us.
Yeah, you're qualified to drive a rental car.
Dude.
All right, next up is gonna be the wide-body Camaro.
That's like getting first place at the buffet, or eating the most or something.
All right, here we go. First time down the drag strip in the Super Camaro. Now, keep in mind, this thing just has a mild 350 Chevy in it and Turbo 400, and I don't know what rear end gear. All right, burnout on big beats. Here we go. That wasn't good.
And it's off.
It's still running out of fuel. See if we can do a better burnout with this thing. We might as well not bother.
Yeah, that's unhappy.
Yep. Yeah, it was not just the gas pickup. It's running out of gas for a different reason. Ah, yeah. The fuel delivery issue. You saw all about this problem in a previous episode of Roadkill, where we drove the Super Camaro from the drag strip at Tucson all the way to Laguna Seca. If you're confused, let me explain. See, we shot the drag strip portion of the shootout before we drove to Laguna Seca, so you can still see the hope and joy in our faces about the car before we knew that it had issues. But rest assured, as you already know, that we quasi-fixed it on the road trip to ensure proper-ish action on the road course by the end of the episode, thus restoring any deviations in the space-time continuum.
All right, well, the Super Camaro doesn't seem to be so super, and so what we're gonna do now is bring out something that is always guaranteed to perform on some level, the Roadkill.
Those of you at home, it has been 2 years, I think, since I've driven this car, and it has never gone down the drag strip successfully.
Remember, the Roadkill is the car that never fails to fail.
And I can't reach the door to close the... There we go. And the door, I think you gotta hold the handle. That feels relatively safe, given that the rest of the car is held together by hopes, dreams, and duct tape.
The motor's running good. We got a new T56 Magnum 6-speed manual transmission. We got that new beefy center section in the rear end, solid axles so that we don't have to worry about all those couplers coming apart. If it's ever had a shot, it's right now.
Second bulb is lit. I have no idea what RPM to launch it at.
Oh, man, that thing makes power. Oh, he missed a shift, I think. He slipped the clutch out of the hole. Actually did a pretty good job. Didn't spin the tire.
Oh, that's not good. I think I just barbecued the clutch. All right, let's try that again, if the clutch will stay together.
Car's still running. Mike's gonna come right back around. Give it another shot. That was a stout launch.
Did the tires spin?
No.
That was the clutch then.
I thought you were riding the clutch.
No, I was off of it.
Oh, that's not good. I thought he had skills, but it's actually broken.
All right, car. Let's try this again. I have no fuel pressure.
The Roadkill never fails to fail.
The fuel pump died? What the heck? All right, there's a blown fuse. We blew the fuse for the fuel pump. Needs gas. You want the good news or the bad news?
Bad news.
The clutch is junk.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to roll it out of the hole and not go wide open throttle. But the good news is, when it was running...
Oh, it was hard.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Right up until it popped a fuse for the fuel pump. So we should put 10 gallons of race fuel because maybe it popped the fuse because the fuel pump is unhappy, you know, running dry. That's it right there. That's what spoiled that run. A fuse, which I will replace right now. Oh, look, fuel pump.
Wonder if Tucson Dragway knows how many of their traffic cones we've ruined with gasoline, because they make the ultimate funnel.
Oh my God, dude. That was $37.
And it's gonna make their floor all mushy. It's race gas, it'll evaporate fast. Where have I heard that before? It was a Rodson episode, I think.
It was. Oh, it runs great when it has fuel.
All right, Rodson, it's gonna be different this time.
Second, and died again.
And the fuel pump just died again. Left the line good, top of first gear felt okay, and then it just shut off. We need to start looking at the wire going to the fuel pump because it's possible it's rubbed on the chassis or something.
So that's high end. I'm gonna zip tie this sort of away from it. So that's just gonna float there and it's keeping that wire from getting pinched in there. Boom, and it's not touching another ground. Okay, got it. We are a fuse away from fixed and solved.
It's gonna work this time.
Yeah.
New goal, get to at least third or fourth gear with fuel pressure.
It's now or never. Okay. Second. Third. I did it again. Fourth. So the Rodson on a miserable pass goes 14:31 at 80 miles an hour. Technically, 6/100ths quicker than the Camaro rental car. Roadkill is victorious once again.
We're smoking and leaking, so I think that's probably the end of our fun here today at the drag strip.
It's pouring smoke. That was not that good, but you did beat the rental Camaro.
For a brief moment, it gave me a little taste of victory, man, I tell you. The boost hit, and I was like, yeah! I don't think that little pump is doing the job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it buries the needle, and then it's like, nope. And you back off and get back in it, and you're fine until the fuel pressure hits 15, and then it's like, no.
The Rodson never failed to be mediocre. Actually, that's given it something. It sucked, but it won.
Don't you ever say an unkind word about Rodson. She loves me.
Kind of a shocker, but 2 out of 3 Roadkill cars were in fact quicker than the V6. And not surprisingly at all, our new Super Camaro was a complete bust. But we did road trip the Camaro up the coast and worked on the fuel system in a hotel parking lot and finally made it to the promised land, Laguna Seca Raceway, where all 3 Roadkill cars were ready to take on the road course. This is totally like Christmas for me.
I can't believe we're standing here.
I can't either.
I can't believe we have these cars here.
I can't believe how much we spent to rent this track to drive those cars here. Here's the amazing thing, is that neither Finnegan nor I have ever been here to Laguna Seca at the racetrack. It's been here since 1957. It's an international legend with the corkscrew over there, and I've never driven it. And now I'm going to, and I'm so excited that I get to drive the baseline Camaro rental car V6, because I guarantee it's the most competent car here. I'm driving the 2 Camaros, which are the 2 good cars, and you're driving the 2 completely clapped out Roadkill cars that might not make a lap.
I brought all the safety gears.
Yeah.
All of them.
So first up, me and the Camaro.
Here's how this is gonna go down. Freiburger has a brand new V6 Camaro. He's gonna get 4 laps. I'm gonna be timing them with my precision smartphone here. First lap, warm up. Then he gets 2 hot laps. Then he gets a cool down lap, and he's off.
Okay, I am super amped for my first lap ever at Laguna Seca. So just to give you some scale on what these lap times are gonna look like, Motor Trend driver Randy Popes in a 2020 brand new mid-engine Corvette, he went 1 minute and 37 seconds. And earlier in a VW Golf GTI, he did 1 minute and 50 seconds. So basically, anything around 2 minutes is gonna make me really happy. Here we go, this is gonna be my very first time with any kind of speed through the corkscrew. I'm gonna dive down, Aim for the cone and woo! Got it. My first time through the corkscrew. All right, I gotta be doing that faster next time.
I estimate he will be doing well over 100 miles an hour right here.
And it all begins. Here we go. I'm wide open.
I hear the V6 screaming, and as he crosses the stripe, the timer is going.
You gotta go real slow into this. Turn in. Already on the accelerator. I probably came in way too early on that one. Yes, I did. Oh, even though I've got the traction control off, it's still got some intervention. Looks like I don't even need to touch the brakes through these two. We're doing 100 miles an hour right here. And in, back on it. Wow, this thing's actually not bad at all. This is gonna be terrifying in the roadkill cars. Okay, here comes the corkscrew. Here we go. And I already smell my brakes.
Okay, I see the car again.
Woo!
I see tire smoke.
And I came in that too hot. Oh, it's spinning the tire, no pausing.
Coming in hot. Can he break 2 minutes? Can he do it? He did. 1 minute, 59.18 seconds. This could be faster.
Yep, 100 miles an hour there again. Okay, I was only supposed to go twice. I think I'm gonna go one more time.
I think he's gonna break his own record.
98 miles an hour again.
Oof, yeah. He shaved nearly 2 seconds on that one. Minute and 57 seconds.
This is the turn you just have to sort of give up. Shattered it a little bit. It didn't intervene that time though. In and throttling out all the way to the apron on the rumble strip.
He is a very confident driver. You gotta give him that. Like, he will get faster.
Way faster through there that time. You learn where you basically can just flat foot it instead of having to brake. Oh, I came in this one hotter for sure. Here we go. Corkscrew. Oh, got air that time. Woo! Yeah, this is righteous fun. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be my fastest lap. Gotta park it, floor it, unwind it. Here we go. This will be my last one. And 98. Woo! That was fun.
Whoa, minute and 55.
Takes me a while to like learn the car and, you know, the track. Dude, that is so fun.
This thing is spunky.
It is so good. First of all, it's the perfect car because it's like right at my skill level.
Okay.
You will get the corkscrew and you will dream about it for years. I was able to just come in faster and faster and faster.
Oh, you got faster every lap.
I thought I did.
All right, so lap number 1, minute and 59.1.
No way!
Lap number 2, minute and 57.
Okay.
Lap number 3, minute and 55.
I'm only 5 seconds slower than Randy Popst in a VW Golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The more you go, the more you learn the track, the more you learn the car, you know what you can get away with.
I'm gonna go get in the Roadside now after putting on all of the safety gear, and I'll try to suck less than I normally suck and get close to that.
Oh, man, that was fun.
Nice work.
Man, I was happy to find out from Mike that I was going quicker and quicker and quicker every lap. When you first go out there, you start to brake way too early. You don't know what the car's gonna do, and you can just get more and more and more aggressive until you ultimately spin out. I'm glad I didn't get to that point because that's embarrassing. But if it's spin outs you want, I present Mike Finnegan in the Roadside. So this thing did make 600 horsepower when I had the engine on Engine Masters, but it's currently having a fuel delivery problem where Finnegan's gonna have to back out of it to keep it about 14 pounds of boost. But I guarantee no matter what happens, he's gonna have a lot of fun.
All right, Rodson, here we go.
Okay, he's on his warm-up lap now where he's just gonna get to know the thing a little bit. Keep in mind, it is the car that has never failed to fail.
Oh, when I lift, something funky's going on because it just fired oil all over my windshield. Oh, but this car quarter's good. Oh, man.
Yeah, when we drag tested this thing, it never even really made it all the way down the drag strip because of that fuel delivery problem. We did put gasoline in it, that solved one thing, but it is the boost reference regulator where the fuel pressure can't keep up with how fast the boost is climbing on the thing. They have extremely stringent noise regulations here at Laguna Seca, and apparently the tip is to actually lift in turn 5, which is where the dB meter is.
All right, turn 5, this is where they're measuring for sound, and I'm not supposed to be loud through here because if I'm too loud 3 times, this car gets thrown off the track. Oh, Rustin, I love you. Every time this thing sees 15 pounds of boost, it cuts the fuel pressure. I think we have a massive oil leak at the turbos. I'm going to pull back around and see if something we can fix now.
So this is still his warm-up. Hopefully he hasn't cooked the brakes yet. He is just putting that thing. I wonder if it's having a problem.
Well, let me just pull up the Freiburger here. I'll let him know what's going on.
The car that never fails to fail?
Massive oil leak. Can you take a look at it? Like, I'm thinking maybe the drain line for the turbo or something.
Can you fire it up so I can look? It's dripping out of where the flange is bolted to the turbo and soaking that wrap, and the wrap is smoking. It's not on fire yet.
All right, I'll go around again.
Yeah, there's no oil on the ground. So this is gonna be another warm-up lap, and I'll start him when he comes back by.
Oh my God, this is so frightening and awesomely fun at the same time. I can't see nothing, it's so scary. The brakes are killer. Oh.
There he goes. Yeah. Oh, dude. Nice. Way better than I anticipated. That had some violence. He's obviously modulating the throttle to keep that thing out of the boost where it gets into some misfire.
All right, this is my first actual hot lap. Oh, the boost feels so good. Right up until the point where you run out of fuel pressure and the engine shuts down. Come on, car. Go, car, go.
He's going to be coming down that turn next, which is just after the corkscrew.
Yahoo! Car rolls.
There it is. I think he came in a little early on that one, but who knows? Not bad. I like it. Listen to it when it shifts. That was a 207.
Motor's hot. We got oil pressure though.
Did you hear him when he was shifting his?
I love the corkscrew. I love it.
Here he comes.
These brakes rule.
Oh, there he goes. Here comes the fun part. slowed down, 2:08, so he lost just a hair less than 1 full second on that pass.
It's really warm. It's 250 degrees. So time to slow down. I love you, Rodson. Finally, after all these years, I got to enjoy the Rodson for more than 4.5 seconds. Huh, my shifter just gave up.
Dude, it looked so amazing.
It was incredible.
Oh, you broke the stick off.
It fell off on the cooldown lap, basically.
You went 2:07, but man, the success of it was way bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
Dude, I cannot believe it survived because it was at 240 plus after lap number 2.
Okay.
I basically raced it overheating.
Whoa!
Oh.
As if on command. Okay, we're gonna have to clean that up.
Wow. Good on you, Rodson. At least it waited till I was done.
That is so awesome. Oh yeah, I was at 240. My turn in the Super Camaro. You can take that home with you.
It's time for the Super Camaro. And as we all know, because we've spent a whole week with this car, it is less than super. So Dave's in trouble right now because it doesn't make a lot of power. It doesn't grip very well, and apparently it's got next to almost no brakes right now. Good luck!
So this thing has a funky automatic transmission shifter, and hopefully I don't mess up and throw the thing into reverse or park. These tires are like pro street drag racing tires, so I don't have high hopes. Oh yeah, these are loose.
Oh, I can hear the misfiring of a 350 cubic inch V8 that's probably running on 220 cubic inches right now.
Ah, runs so bad. Ah, this thing is junk as far as power goes. Absolute trash. All right, here we go. No power at all. It is wide open.
Oh. And he's off. I really like that car.
Yeah, these tires are like diamond on diamond as far as traction goes. Not overheating. Still has oil pressure. Oh, it's just gutless though. It's like I can drive almost whole track wide open because it has no power. All right, here comes corkscrew again. You know what? The tires, now that they're heating up, are actually a little bit better. It's still real loose, as you just saw, but better. All right, here we go.
The tires are howling.
First gear.
I think he almost crashed at least 3 times on this lap. But dude, time, Rodson just crossed the finish line. He's not that far behind. 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
Actually, with the tires warmed up, they're a little bit better. But the thing just has like no stones whatsoever. Oh yeah, I didn't even really need to brake there. Okay, here we go. And my seatbelt came off. I need to stop and get my seatbelt on.
Something's wrong. He's off the throttle. I believe he's coming in. He might not have any more brakes in that car. All right.
I'm gonna keep going, but my seatbelt popped off.
Because you're doing really good. You're only 8 seconds slower than the Rodson.
I can do better. Okay, here we go again. Don't want to overcook the tires and brakes. Wow, the engine's cooling down now. That's the advantage to making no horsepower. Okay, now I'm gonna try and carry some speed and get my lap in.
minutes, 12 seconds. So he picked up 3 seconds.
Wow, the brakes are actually hanging up. Makes me wonder if the guy's got some sort of road race or autocross pad on this thing. To trust the grip in this thing. Kind of weird, but I think I got this.
Oh, this is gonna be a good lap right here. Oh, 2 minutes, 9 seconds. Wow. He had a 2 minute 15, a 2:12. He just ran a 2:09. He's only like 0.2 of a second behind the Roadkill with like half the power and no brakes.
All right, well, the Super Camaro's not that super. It's really interesting though. If I trusted the car more, I would be able to go faster. The thing is, it has so little power, you can almost drive the whole track with no brakes at all.
How fun was that?
That's a car that I could get used to.
Well, dude, you did killer.
Really?
Yeah, you ran a 2:15, a 2:12, 2:09, dude.
No, I kept on picking it up because I figured out you don't need to lift. You almost don't need to lift at all.
It makes so much noise in every corner from the tires.
It's great, right?
I was like, oh, is this the one? Is he crashing? Like every time, dude.
Dude, they're drag racing pro street tires. They're not meant for this. Whew. Well, I guess it's on you and the Monte Carlo to try and outrun the V6.
Okay.
Not as fun as the V6 rental car, I have to say, disappointingly. But man, did you see me? I looked good. Super Camaro, I would say I'm super happy that we're here with this car. This engine is an absolute roach. I mean, I cut a 2:09 lap time, 2 seconds slower than the Roadside. That's embarrassing. But I drove the grill off of it. I'm pretty sure that happened the second time I went through the corkscrew. Cut it tight, hit a little bit hard. But this is a good roadkill car. I want to save it, and I want to reinstall the twin turbo motor that was originally in it in 1979. NASCARlo. Our last hope for a roadkill car outrunning a V6 rental car. Now, keep in mind, the NASCARlo is an actual race car under the skin. However, it is a dirt oval track car that's never been realigned for the road course. It still has dirt track tires on it. Even so, it's the only shot we have at beating the V6, so it's on Finnegan right now. Okay, just already though, how cool is that, right? That's why we're here, not because we're good, but because we're cool.
I have no idea how it's gonna do with dirt track tires.
Oh, that car's gonna violate the noise regulations here at Laguna Seca. The guy in that house right there is on the phone right now. What's going on down there? This is gonna be Finnegan's day. He already had a riot in the Roadside, made it all the way around the track, and now I think he's gonna win the day in the NASCARlo. Hear how loud that is? Noise regs here? I think he's gonna get booted off in 3 laps. Here he comes. Sounds like he's in too high of a gear. That was cool. That was really cool. If he can get the thing into a lower gear coming out of that corner, the thing will be fast right here. We just got a call over the radio. I heard 104 decibels. So he's gonna get thrown off. He's got 1 lap to make this happen. You watch, he'll get a black flag thrown at him and he'll just ignore it. We have to stop him? Yeah. Oh man, I want to get his time, but I gotta stop him. It's loud.
He's in violation, but he beats the Rotson with a 2-minute, 6-second time. Now, if we can just get him stopped before we actually have to pay tens of thousands of dollars in fines.
I think we're too loud. I think I just got kicked out of here. Oh man, this is what this car was born to do. After all these years, NASCARlo finally went back to a road course, and it rips.
Well,
tell me you got the time on the last lap.
First, I want to talk statistics.
Okay.
The DB limit here is 90.
Yeah, I was 107 apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
But my excuse here is that everybody who waved a black flag at me was in the shade. So it took at least half a lap before I went, what the hell was that? And as I drove by, I'm like, is that a black flag? Why am I being black flag? There's no other racers here.
Too loud.
Oh, we're too loud. And then I saw this guy, and I'm like, I'm not lifting, I'm getting a time.
1 second quicker than the Rotson. 2 minutes, 6 seconds.
Oh God, there's so much left in this thing.
I'm sure. It sounded good and it looked good.
Right.
That's a victory, but none of the Roadkill cars are quicker than the V6 Camaro.
V6 Camaro has millions of dollars of research and development. The Roadkill cars has us.
Oh. That's a way to end a Roadkill. In violation! Getting fined, getting ticketed, getting jailed, and going quicker than any other Roadkill car. 2 minutes and 6 seconds for the NASCARlo. So where does this leave us overall? Well, 2/3 of the Roadkill cars are faster than the V6 on the drag strip, and I wholeheartedly believe that we can and will make the Super Camaro quicker in the future. But will it be the only Roadkill car to be able to beat the V6 rental car on the road course? Only time will tell. For now, however, we have to look at the real win, which is that we came to Laguna Seca and raced complete garbage on a world-famous track. And our beloved NASCARlo set new records. Not by having the fastest time overall, or not even by beating a stock V6 Camaro, but by exceeding the track's decibel noise limit by a factor of almost 100. If you can't be faster, be louder. You know what? I think there's a big philosophical thing going on here, though, because how many of our audience would rather have the better performing car versus the far cooler car?
Zero.
And a word of advice to you, never buy a used rental car. Ready?
You got the extra insurance, right?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Got the walk away.
Do it!
Wow. There we go. Yeah. That's what I like.
There we go. Just leave it
Oh,
on
and the shifting. Look at this. Downshift, upshift.
That doesn't breathe good.
Okay, we can leave now. Bye-bye.
Microphone check. 1, 2, 3.
Checking for greatness. Greatness achieved.
And now I have to poop.
And I'm off.
All right. Good luck, sir.
I need it.
I farted inside his car.
Why aren't you driving it away?
That's a good question. Why aren't I driving it away? Still runs. Still runs.